Hello. Welcome, everyone. We're getting back into Duel Destinies. It is 8:47 p.m., by the way. So we are an hour and 10 minutes later than I normally start. But I don't have to work tomorrow. And so what I'm currently doing, and why I'm not pressing the button yet, is opening a can of Monster. I am a little bit worried about this. Not because of the staying up part, but because generally when I stream these games, I mainly drink water because I don't want to get like the this is, why is the autosave so far back? Look at that. It's 30 minutes? 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Right. But I prefer to drink water when we do these Duel Destinies and Apollo Justice. Any of visual novel type stuff benefits from water because then you don't have stuff in your mouth, like like soda and things kind of stick in there, and I don't want to lead it. I don't want to give you weird mouth sounds, is what I'm trying to say, and so I'm a little bit worried about that. But still. All right, here we go. Look, like butterflies and butterflies on your stomach. So, what's it like to have your very own case for the first time? My heart hasn't raced this fast since I ran that full marathon last year. If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. You know, like a runner's high? Relax, everyone's nervous their first time. I wish I had read the comma. And so my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecutor is so terribly brutal. And willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction. There's at the end justifies the means concept again. Now that it has come to this, we have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The end justifies the means. We should stop saying that. That's your method, Professor. I want to defend Juniper in my own way. But, Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I? My, but aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you ought to learn of your own inefficacy the hard way. Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that? Oh dear, please forgive me. Just, I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can. I do too, but... Now, if you would excuse me. Thanks to him, I'm feeling even more pressure than before. Don't let it get to you, Athena. And don't forget to keep smiling. I'll be fine. I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. The trial is about to begin. I'll show you to the courtroom if you please. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Athena this time. Okay, Mr. Wright. Leave it to me. That's right. I have Apollo to back me up. Junie's fate rests in my hands. Won't rest until she walks free. I'm holding back. You know what I want to complain about. All rise. I really want the Starbucks announcer voice to say that. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. Athena Sykes, the defense team leader is ready, Your Honor. That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay? I'll be fine. Your baldness. I forgot about this guy. I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement. This case is crystal clear. I see no need to explicate it any further. Now summon the witness. there something the matter? Please do share your baldness. Whatever gives you that idea? Bailiff, please call our first witness. Now we don't get an opening statement. Really, he's the first witness? Detective Fulbright. He and Prosecutor Blackwell become quite the team. Oh, right. The case brief. Leave it to me. Yes, let the detective in charge, everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain. What was that just now? Like he and Blackwell are totally in sync. Well, I don't think they're capable of mind melding, if that's what you're thinking. All right, Detective Fulbright, would you please explain the case to the court? Professor Court's body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this all I have here. The victim's blood and the defendant prints were both discovered on it. Sorry, shouldn't laugh. Court's autopsy report added to the court record. Estimated time of death between 6 and 8 p.m. Cause of death, blood loss from a deep stab wound in the victim's side. How that bird can deliver evidence too? Blackwell has trained him really well. Oh, hold on, I'm curious. "23rd. Okay, we don't have a time on the me with you part. In the dark, the paint will shine through the holes, bringing the constellations to light. I feel like that would be important at some point. Okay. No other visible damage with stab wound is very rough. Okay. Maybe Blackwell should train it not to mess up people's hair while he's at it. Moving right along. The body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of a massive amount of blood in the third floor art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room. Oh, then the body had been moved from the art room to the stage? Precisely. And there's one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder that a school paper reporter hid in the art room. It captured a female voice screaming, "You're a goner." What's this? You have such a recording? That's okay. Must be from that tape recorder Mimi mentioned. But why is this the first time we've heard of a death threat at the moment of the murder? Shh, silence please. I would like to play the tape for you now. Oh, there's no actual audio? You're a goner. It's quite hard to hear. But the voice does sound female. Wait, I'm sorry. Was there actual audio? Because I didn't hear it at all. The noise and low volume of the voice have made voice print analysis all but impossible. And you haven't identified the voice as belonging to the defendant. Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed at night, then discovered in the afternoon the next day. The question is, when was the body moved? Oh, I know. Could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around. Sorry, but no. The campus was full of students that morning. However, no one reported seeing the body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial when all of the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time Hugh O'Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body. So the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body. Wait one moment. If all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body. You have no fear, for there's always an exception. The exception? The 3 mock trial participants were standing by in individual dressing rooms. They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial. Oh, then that would mean... What would that mean? Those 3 students were the only ones who could have moved the body. In justice we trust. I don't like where this is headed, Athena. Me neither. And by those three, I mean Hugh O'Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods. I knew it. Please, Detective Fulbright, don't say what I think you're about to say. In justice we trust. I take it everyone understands now. The voice believed to be that of the murderer was female, and out of the three people who could have moved the body, just one is a girl. That leaves the defendant Juniper Woods as the only possibility. Oh, wow, that was a really good face she just made. Hold on, I want to see if I can get a screenshot of that. Hold on. Sorry, that face is just too good. Oh, sweet, we totally can. Hold on. Come on. Look at that face. Oh, that is beautiful. That I'm gonna have to make that the thumbnail. Like a good zoom in on her face there. Oh, that is lovely. Impressive. He has you on the ropes even before any cross-examinations. You could at least pretend to be upset for me. A splendid job, Fulbright. That could not be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month. I don't do this for the money. It's all about justice. In justice, we trust. Not only a half-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are. I guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright. Now, bailiff, please bring our next witness to the stand. Oh, it's Miriam. So, our first witness is a cardboard box. Yeah. Stealth mode deactivated. Oh my, the box has hands. Smile, Your Honor. What the dickens? Just had my picture taken. Miriam Scuttlebutt, senior at the Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the Jones case. Juniper's been a bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crime. Might I ask whether you could come out of that box? How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter. But testimony from a faceless witness is highly irregular. A former ninja I met in the clink said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them. Oh my, never thought of it that way. Very well, if it would spare her life, I'll make a special exception this time. A former ninja in prison? Holy Shinto! How can the judge believe this load of crock? Now your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face. She has a band-aid on her thigh. Alright, let's save. The murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and Juniper knew the script's content. But Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage. Juniper has to be the killer. She has a motive and the murder is just like her script. The murder is just like her script? Could such a thing be true? Compare her script with the murder case and crime scene photos. Then you'll see. There's a contradiction there. This is so simple. Even an ape posing as a decrepit old judge could understand. Only the victim and the defendant were privy to the script. Ergo, the defendant is the killer. Not true because of Hugo. Furthermore, in the art room the crime supposedly occurred, this witness's script, along with an envelope on which "use" was written, were found. This proves that the accused's script has been rejected the day before the mock trial. She pressed the victim to use her script. An argument ensued and then a fatal stabbing. Wait, what? No, it doesn't. What are you talking about? Her script was used. They used Juniper's script, you idiot. Prosecutor Blackwell has all his ducks lined up in a row. He's really on a roll now. It's like a pit bull once it sinks its teeth into you. How dare she? My script had it all. Bum rap and phony evidence, grudges and betrayals. I trust the defense is ready to cross-examine the witness. No problem. I mean, yes, I'm ready. I think I'm going to find a hole in her testimony and unbox the truth. I've seen it done over and over. I know I can do this. All right. Wish there was a quick save button. All right. Murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. I mean, this is not true. Just saying. We'll press on everything as per usual. There must be places where the script in this case diverge. Don't sweat the details. That kind of stuff will give you wrinkles. I'm not worried. My skin is as fair as silk. Objection! Indeed, you are quite fair. Fairly desperate. What did you just say? Blackwell really turned that one around on you. Whose side are you on? Hurry up and think of a clever comeback. Oh, easy there, Athena. Now you listen to me. The two cases do indeed have their differences. For one, the stage hadn't yet been erected in the mock trial script. In the actual case, there were signs indicating the victim's wrists had been bound. But such differences pale in comparison to the host of similarities. In any event, replicating the crime without knowledge of the script is an impossibility. Looks like I won't be passing this off as a coincidence. What a total burn. Try again, why don't you, pawn of the woods? See, the only issue is that I don't know how to... Like, we know this is wrong because of what was said about Hugo. Where's the bit about the red? This one's sweatsuit. Victim's outfit would be a red one from the prosecuted courts. Like, that would be the difference there. But let's press to see, like, what is the most sensible thing to push on. Somebody could have stolen a peacock beforehand. I don't think so. I mean, I tried it any number of times. Shame on you, Miriam. And that crafty sheet over Juniper's eyes in the back of her head. What chance does your average person have of an undercover reporter like me failed? Interesting point. Still. Miss Scuttlebutt, won't you get in trouble later for admitting to such underhanded tactics? But you! I played entrapment! How's you blurting out your own crime entrapment? Haven't scooped me yet. They're all set to use Juniper's script. Okay, this doesn't make any sense. How do you know that Professor Court wasn't going to use her script? Then the art room of the heinous crime took place. An envelope marked "Use" and Miriam Scuttlebutt's script were found. Evidently, the script that was going to be used belonged to the girl in the box over there. I highly doubt that. It's only natural that my script would be accepted and hers rejected. I introduced all sorts of brand new concepts, including bribery and fake evidence. It's like cutting-edge script portraying a courtroom battle in the dark age of the law. Can't help but feel Professor Court went out of her way not to use it. But Juniper, she used some devious, underhanded tactics to get her script chosen. That's why her script and not my masterpiece was used in the mock trial. How's that for an explanation? Pretty shitty. Anyone who saw the mock trial could have regretted the crime. After they saw the mock trial, they could have easily staged the body with the script. Rigor mortis. Weary is the trial which pits Hawk against the air. What did you just say? If he's so weary, you should try hooping less. But then it saves some energy. It's no time for jokes, Apollo. He just called me a canary. Don't let him get to you. At least canaries pick up on things quickly, just like you. I shan't repeat myself, so listen carefully. Sykes Dono. Hugh O'Connor discovered the body before the mock trial even began. How could one stage the body as it is in the script before anyone knew its contents? Ugh, that's right. Do you even fathom the intricacies that go into staging a crime scene? No, I think not. You're the rudimentary mind of an elementary school child. Elementary school? Oh, she's doing what we just did. Taking a picture of that face. Reporter testimony throws attorney Athena Sykes for a loop. The perfect caption. How marvelous. A photo in the newspaper is just the thing to boost your brand. In a school paper? Seriously? Believe you pressed the witness more than enough, Miss Sykes. Now, do you see how clear-cut my case is? Take it now and in that fair, desperate mind of yours. Etch it deep so you may never forget. No. No! My arguments get thrown back in my face. What arguments, Athena? Wasn't supposed to be like this. What am I going to do? Athena should just about have all the answers you've been looking for now. Think about it this way. If the killer knew the details of the mock trial, would they really commit the crime in the exact same way? I don't follow. Try to place yourself in the killer's shoes. Bet you'll discover an inconsistency if you do. I get it. Thanks, Apollo. Miss Scuttlebutt, just so we're clear, you're claiming that the killer intentionally made the crime scene look just as it was in the script? And that it is beyond the shadow of a doubt not a coincidence? Is that correct? No, duh. After all, it's just more evidence of Juniper's evil she-devil ways. What'd I say? What'd I say? Our client made the crime scene look just like the script. Something known only to her? That would be not just foolhardy, but completely irrational. What do you mean? Yes, Miss Sykes. Please tell this court what you mean by irrational. What do you think I mean by irrational? Why would you incriminate yourself like that, idiot? Would it make any sense for Jean to mimic her own script on purpose because it would make her the culprit? The murder scene was the same as it was in the mock trial script. That, in and of itself, is irrational. What's wrong with them being the same? Yes, Miss Sykes. Care to explain what you mean? Okay, let's say for argument's sake that Miss Woods is the killer. If so, then what reason would she have to intentionally make the actual murder mimic her own script? That's easy. She was admitting that she was the... That's right. If she had really done that, it would have been like proclaiming to the world that she was the killer. So what we actually have here is evidence of someone trying to frame our client. The body was found the day of the mock trial. In short, the day the details were revealed. So it'd be completely inconceivable for the murder to go exactly like the script. Don't let it go to your head just yet. Oh, he's slightly British? It would seem Justice Dono's comrades in arms has finally drawn her sword. However, the blade is dull, and it shall remain so until you master its use. Enough of the stupid sword metaphors already. There's a perfectly good reason for the inconsistency of what you speak. Reason? What reason? Must I spell out everything? You are what people today call high maintenance. The accused had intended to stop the mock trial, and in that event, Neria's soul would have been the wiser to the similarities of the case and script. No, the mock trial was only stopped after the body was accidentally discovered. Our witness here had also discovered the body. In fact, she was led to our dearly departed professor by the accused herself. What? Miss Scuttlebutt saw the body too? Precisely. And with the discovery of the body, the mock trial ought to have been cancelled. Wait, so you didn't call the police? Nope, kept it secret for my big scoop. You can't do that. I made her pay long and hard penance for her sin, did I not, my little box top? Yeah, compared to the work of a war correspondent, the sheer terror of that was... Yeah. Jeez, I wonder what the twisted samurai did to her. Block up all the holes in our box? And spin her like a top while Detective Fulbright cackled in delight? That sounds more nauseating than scary. Enough jabbering. Witness, continue your testimony. Sure, Mr. Samurai. Ready to finish off that she-devil. Is this new testimony? Oh, yeah, okay. I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall. Juniper had already changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?" When suddenly she fled into the hallway, as if she wanted me to follow her. I followed her all the way to Professor Quart's body. She led me right to it. I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made.
Hold it!
Why did you withhold such key testimony? What that's supposed to mean? Athena, you haven't even started your cross-examination. I know, but her testimony points to her as a potential suspect. Well, I don't think Prosecutor Black will. No, wait. I bet he's already thought of that. The witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Miss Woods' room before the mock trial. That means she, too, could have moved the victim's body. Ugh. The prosecution's claim no longer has any ground to stand on. Hell. Now, no need to ruffle your own feathers, so when you squeak like a little brat, it agitates Taka. Do you want him to peck your eyes out? No thanks. You listen here. The witness has a perfectly good alibi. Oh, yeah, I do. Around the estimated time of death, I was at undercover reporter class. It's right near my home. Undercover reporter class? The proverbial rug has been pulled from under you. The witness could not be the killer. The defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug's secured to the floor. I tried to warn you. Oh. Well, that ends the cross-examination. Let's allow the witness to step down. Huh? No, wait a minute. The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after that little spectacle. For whatever a man is sowing, this he will also reap. Why can't you say you reap what you sow? Very well, if the cross-examination is over, I suppose the witness may go home. Perhaps spending some time in her lovely box and recovering from today's stressful events. Don't you worry about me, Your Honor. There's no rest for the wicked, or journalists either. My third eye is always eyeing a scoop. She's always eyeing a scoop? Well, back to the trenches. Bye-bye. We're not going to object.
Hold it!
Yeah, thank you. Not so fast, Miss Scuttlebutt. Apollo? There's just one thing I'd like to ask. Did you take a picture of the victim's body? And if not, why not? Well, that is... No, I didn't take one. Well, that's strange. Why wouldn't you take a picture if you're always eyeing a scoop? Did you or didn't you really see the victim's body? Yeah. It's not like I actually saw it, but... What the devil? Did you hear that, Your Honor? The witness didn't actually see the body. That completely overturns the prosecution's claim that the witness was led to it. Justice Dono, you dare steal at me again. She's holding it now. Nice try, boy wonder. So what if I didn't see the body? The fact remains that Juniper led me there. Feast your eyes on this. What exactly am I looking at here? We're looking at something that doesn't match her costume. Just saying. Constellations glow through the fabric with an embellished thing. Make small holes according to the pattern. Paint inside a costume with fluorescent paint. Leave time to dry. I don't see any holes here. Also, the all there has quote unquote blood on it already. It's a crucial moment forever frozen in time by my third eye. A photo clearly showing Juniper Woods. You sure about that? There's no face. Why did you not tell me of this? It's a shocking scoop I was saving for just the right moment. And that'd be now, right here in court. Surprise! Cool. What'd I do? All journalists keep their scoops secured until the right moment. It's pretty brave hiding it from Blackwell like that. Or pretty stupid. Well, this is an unexpected turn. From Athena, about this picture. See how it only shows the back of the subject? So then, Right. Who knows whether this photo shows Juniper in the first place? A completely irrelevant point. What is relevant here? There was someone who did try to lead the witness to the body. Take a gander at this, the route by which the accused escaped. The witness pursued the accused this way after she fled the dressing room. The accused descended to the first floor and exited the quad. Then what? Caught Hendrickton. Then I tripped and fell. Caught my knee on my own box. She stayed under her box even while running after someone? That was difficult. Recall that the body was already there, for Hugh O'Connor had already seen it. She was trying to show someone the body because she wanted to stop the mock trial.
Hold it!
But if the facts have changed, that's all the more reason to cross-examine the witness. The defense has a point there. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Seems justice Dono has saved your pretty little hide, Missy. For now, at least. God, I wish this text was faster. Phew, guess I pulled it off somehow. Thanks, Apollo. You're a lifesaver. Incidentally, my compliments to the witness for her very fine box. It's primo cardboard, lovingly selected from among many. Tell another lie or hide another fact from me, and I shall put it to the torch. Yeah. Please, anything but that. I think it'd be more eco-friendly to recycle it, but that's just me. All right, Miss Sykes, you may cross-examine the witness. What scuttlebutt saw? Sorry, what a funny name. I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall.
Hold it!
Right, so I guess we'll press on everything again. You said you snuck in, but why would you do something like that? Because if I got a big scoop on Juniper, club membership would go through the roof. Right now, the newspaper club only has one member. Me, the club's history once I'm gone. So the Themis Herald's brand recognition is a matter of life and death. Her means may be questionable, but her motive is surprisingly sound. Extra, extra! Students seeking the thrills and chills of expose journalism. Report to the club room. This has been a paid advertisement. Hey, where was I? Huh? Never took Miriam for such a go-getter. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. Sir, what are you? So she spoke to her? Why would she change into that costume? The mock trial was about to begin. How should I know? If you don't believe me, take a look at this photo. Captured this critical moment like the gonzo journalist pro that I am. But this only shows the back of whoever was fleeing. You expect me to shoot her face when she's running away from me? Guess you're right, but doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere. Hey, right, this photo shows Juniper was in her stage costume.
Hold it!
That doesn't mean you had to chase her. Call it journalism and journalist instinct. I see something fishy, I go after it. But you never did catch up to her, did you? A true undercover journalist gets up and dusts herself off when she stumbles. That reminds me, didn't you fall during the chase? When you tripped on your box? A true undercover journalist is always ready to stumble over a great story. Sure are a lot of holes in your story. Or is that just the scuttlebutt brand of journalism? True undercover journalist always prevails against their adversaries. Followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. Well, that's not true, but okay. What would our client have to gain from leading you there? The accused had employed her self-penned script as a manual for murder. Ergo, she had to stop the mock trial before the script's details became public. And that accounts for her desperate attempt to lead our cotton cretin here to the body.
Objection!
But as we all know, Miss Scuttlebutt didn't alert the authorities. And as a result, the mock trial began as scheduled. The issue here is not whether it was in fact halted. The fact remains that the accused was trying to lead the witness to the body. Does that not show clear intent to halt the mock trial? Yeah. I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made.
Hold it!
You say it like it was our client because the figure you witnessed was wearing her costume. Isn't that a bit simplistic? Only as simple and clear cut as a good piece of journalism should be. Sure, it's simple, but I'd hardly call it clear cut. That's why I chased her. She keeps saying that it was Junie, but she didn't even actually see the body. Yeah, but Blackhole's assertion takes that into account. So even if I press her on never seeing the body, won't be able to overturn this testimony. Well, whoever it was that was fleeing Miriam never did see their face. So I'm wondering why she thought that it was Juniper. Try thinking along that line and see what you come up with. Because she was in Juniper's dressing room, I suppose? Roach, constellations. Embellish with rose. Leave time to dry. I feel like this is probably where we would do this, but wearing the costume she made. Glowing star pattern. I mean, there's no. The thing is that I don't think that this is quite right, but I'll try it. Like, I don't know. It's not dark in the room. But also, like, what other thing would this be, you know?
Objection!
I feel like this is the only thing that makes sense to present that. Miss Scuttlebutt's sole basis for identifying our clients with figure in this photo is the fact that it shows someone in Miss Wood's stage costume. Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must be Juniper in it. It's clear cut. No, that's where you're completely mistaken. Huh? This is designed drawing of our client's stage costume. Oh my, what a wonderful creation. The constellations are extraordinary. I'm glad you noticed, because those stars are precisely what's important here. In the drawing, there are constellations all over the outside of the costume. But there's not a single star in the costume in the photo. Oh, then that means... Oh, what exactly? Your Honor, there were no other blue costumes at the scene, which leads me to believe that the figure in the photo was wearing our client's costume inside out. But why would Miss Woods make a mistake like that? It's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it on inside out. You're not suggesting... That's right. I'm glad you're catching on. The costumes designer wouldn't put her own costume on inside out. She's a knee bracelet on. What's going on there? Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you didn't... Sorry. Doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? Failure as a reporter? Why, hello, Miss Scuttlebutt. So nice to meet the woman beneath the box. You didn't see nothing. Now, I would have you stop right there, Sykes-Stoner. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would have let this court focus. What do you mean? Miss Juniper Woods. Yes? What were you doing on the morning of the mock trial? I was in my dressing room, painting my costume in fluorescent paint. Fluorescent paint? My design drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was going to make the costume shimmer like that by painting the inside fluorescent. What was that again? Fluoride? Did your costume have cavities? Not fluoride. Fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark. Yes. So you applied that to the inside of the costume, and then... I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out. Inside out? So then... This is a photograph of the inside-out costume taken in the dock. As you can see, there's a heavy layer of paint over the entire inside surface. If someone were to properly don this costume in this state, the wet paint would get all over their body. Why yes, I believe it would. Indeed. Ergo, the costume was worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake, but because this was the way it was on the mannequin. Inside out. Ugh. Huh. I mean, that's fair, I suppose. That's good. Figures you out of a photo. Did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, bet Blackwell had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look. Please tell me you found something that doesn't add up. Yeah, what's with the bits on the chest? Yeah. Check out the chest area. Kind of looks like handprints to me. Hey, you're right. But Junie would know better than to touch it while the paint was still wet.
Objection!
I believe the attempt to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if master painters make mistakes, why not a rank amateur such as you accused? So basically, you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up? Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you come this far. Just because I've come this far doesn't mean that I've thought everything through. Though, what? You mean you've just been bluffing? What did you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing this guy. But you're right. There's only one thing left to do at this point. That's to present some evidence. Pronto. Okay, we better fucking save. The showdown, is it? I gladly accept. The fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched the costume, and that paint should glow in dark places. So I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. This piece of evidence shows who touched the costume. I don't know, is it this one maybe? Oh, shit. Look at that. Look at that.
Take that!
A school newspaper? Interesting. Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight's on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hands in that photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing, just like Miss Woods' fluorescent paint. It is glowing. Quite brightly, I might add. But why would he put fluorescent paint on his hands for the mock trial, you may ask? The answer is he wouldn't. Not on purpose. It got there when he put the costume on. That means... what again? It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client, Juniper Woods. It was her classmate, Robin Newman. What? I think you were actually able to prove that. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom. So then... does that mean that Robin is our man? Well, that's certainly how it looks. Very well. Robin Newman it is. He is here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself. I challenge you to a duel. He is in the art class, though, right? So that's probably the explanation. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? I'm Brandon Miller.
I don't want any kind of great on us. There's stuff to stay about. Whoa! No, that's not it. I just gotta be sincere, man.
So, for occupation, should we put down budding artist?
No! Dennis Legal Academy senior prosecutor course. This breaks his proof of my masculinity. I've been trying to be a prosecutor for 18 years.
I assume you will be cleaning up the pottery you smashed before you leave today.
Oh, come on, dude. Go, go.
It seems the witness has finally settled down.
I guess nothing faces the judge after all these years.
You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hand.
Yes, do tell. Why I touched the costume.
I went to see Juniper in her dressing room, but she wasn't there. When I walked by that pretty costume, I was like, whoa! The mannequin was on. It was about to fall on me. Got that pin on me when I caught it. But I never put it on. That's just stupid.
Hold it!
Oh, come on. You gotta cross-examine, Sykes. Your Honor, I recommend a short therapy session for the witness. What do you mean? What do you mean you recommend a short therapy session for the... Oh, gosh. Athena is something else. I don't think anyone so far has ever quite been the way that she is.
Well, Mr. Newman does seem particularly agitated, but...
No!
Not again. What's his problem? I sensed it the moment Robin took the stand. The discord in his heart. So you think he might be hiding something? Probably. You ready, Mr. Newman? Let's see what the mood matrix can do for you. We should probably save. His mood is Scream from... So high-tech. I do not remember how to play this game. I went to see Juniper in her room, but she wasn't there. When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, wow. The mannequin it was on, it was about to fall over. I got that pin on me when I caught it. I never put it on, that's just stupid. Wait, why are you mad? Okay, interesting. So... Isn't it kind of weird that there's no emotion here? Like, this makes sense. And then this, I think, makes sense. Because he's like, wow, right? Like, surprisey, shockiness. But also happy because he's like, wow, this is amazing. It's what she made. And then that's sensible. And mad. Let me put it on. So it's either the first one or or the other one. The first one or the last one. Why doesn't he feel anything about this? What's the unexpected motive? I mean, the fact that he's not, like, happy, right?
Got it!
Is that right? Mr. Newman, this emotion is inconsistent with your testimony. No, what are you talking about? Emotion is testimony. Oh, okay. That wasn't right. Better try again. Sorry, that's my bad. Okay. So let's go for the last one then. Although, is this one wrong? That's just stupid. I mean, this one has two things going on, which is kind of weird. Let's...
Got it.
No, oh, got him. Man, I really suck at this. Though it's not like lowering my health, so I guess it's fine. I got that pain on me when I caught it. I mean, is this supposed to be like he's mad or something? It's like, whoa.
Got it.
Is this it? Good God. Oh, I really suck at this. When I walked, she wasn't there. Oh wait, no, this is wrong. What am I thinking? She wasn't there. He should be mad, right? Maybe.
Got it.
Or sad. Mr. Newman. This, no. Damn it! Wow. I'm really bad at this. Can I blame? Can I blame not having played this for a long time? Not really, right?
Got it.
Okay, apparently it's this one. When you mentioned the stage costume, I sense a sudden powerful feeling of joy. Would you care to explain, Mr. Newman?
Wait, what? Why would a furry scarf thing and a long skirt make me feel like that?
I don't know, but you seem awfully interested in that costume for some reason. You didn't happen to put it on, did you?
Like I'd be into that kind of thing. I'm a dude. I'm into braces.
You don't think Robin's actually got a thing for Juniper's outfit, do you? Oh, come on, isn't it obvious? You're enjoying this a bit too much, Athena.
No, whoa, no. The mannequin kept falling towards me, so I stuck up my hand to stop it. End of story.
Well, that's a new piece of information. Time to run an update. After that update, something just doesn't feel right here. Do I have anything that could prove his statement contradicts what happened? He alleged the mannequin came falling towards me, so I stuck my hands out to stop it. As a story. Roach. Is it the handprints are wrong, right? Like if you were you would have to have your right hand on the left lapel there, right, to make that. Like it doesn't. Yeah, right? If you put your hands out in front of you and look at your thumbs, they don't match up quite right with this, do they?
Take that.
You said the mannequin came falling towards you, so you stuck your hands out to stop it. If so, then the fingers on your hands would have been pointing outward like this. But that's not what the handprints show. In fact, this looks more like your thumbs and the base of your palms. What? Why in the world would I leave such weird prints? You know what? You left them when you went to adjust the scarf after putting it on. Just like the model in this drawing.
Whoa!
Why don't you just admit it, Mr. Newman? You did put the stage costume on, didn't you? You really do like Miss Woods' clothes, don't you?
Fine. I meant to put the costume on. I don't like girly clothes, dude!
Yes, new information to plug in. Time for another update. I snuck in knowing the costume wasn't there. My heart was pounding, even though I'm a guy. Then I saw it. It was even more amazing than I imagined. I was like, whoa, I'm a guy, but I got all excited. Yeah. It's true, I did put on girly clothes. Hey man, if he wants to do that, that's fine. Just like, ask first, you know? But it wasn't strictly for artistic purposes. Oh, sorry, but it was strictly for artistic purposes. Why is he so mad about that? I mean, I guess I know why, but... Hopefully we can figure out what Robin's hiding based on this new information. Hope it's not more than we bargained for. That usually seems to be the case. Okay. There's 3 things going on here. His heart was pounding, even though I'm a guy. The happy part seems sort of weird, but okay. This part is good. I was like, whoa, I'm a guy, but I got all excited. It's like super happy and slightly sad. It's true, I did put on girly clothes. But it was strictly for artistic purposes. I mean, what emotion would I expect from this? Sadness instead of anger, maybe? No, okay, I think, yeah. Testosterone fueled stubbornness. They're very kind letting us try this over and over again. Is it maybe the surprise that shouldn't be here? No. Let's use our brain. Or at least attempt to. His heart was pounding, even though he's a guy. So, maybe the happiness could be wrong here? It was even more amazing than I imagined. I mean, he's super happy here. But there's zero surprise, though. This feels like it checks out, right? Like his, like, I'm a guy but I got excited maybe makes the blue make sense there. Well, why does he feel sad about it though? That is weird, right? There, another emotion that doesn't fit. So what? You're really starting to get on my nerves, man. Mr. Newman, you got excited when you put the costume on. But you also felt sad. Who cares if I felt sad? It's no big deal. Okay, Mr. Newman, out with it. Why did you feel sad? You're hiding something, aren't you?
No!
You're not fooling anyone anymore. Now tell us why you're sad.
Okay, fine. If you're gonna be that way, I'll tell you. The reason I felt sad is... no matter how much I dress about over you, pretty as Juniper.
Well, fair enough. I get it. Well, no offense, but his hat shining at the top of his lungs doesn't exactly help.
No, that's not it. I totally owned those girly clothes. They should have been totally pretty. But there's something that keeps getting in my way.
Is it your penis? Wow, that's a whole lot of anger and raw emotion right there. His heart's crying out in pain. His emotions are out of control. Out of control emotions. We saw those during the Nine-Tails Veil incident. So all we have to do is find the source of his uncontrollable anger, right? Right. Help me look for a conflict between statements and the images we see. Find that, we can wrestle him away from whatever's tormenting him. Mr. Newman said that there's something getting in the way of him being pretty. Something that doesn't go with girly clothes. But what could it be? Is it his braces? For his manliness that he keeps talking about?
Fine, I'll testify, man.
Okay, I imagine this one's gonna flip the health meter, right? It's hard finding out he's a guy. Why is he mad this entire time? True, I felt a powerful feeling when I saw that long frilly scarf. Admitted I wore girly clothes. Felt like a diva when I pulled the hood over my head. Felt so right, I was totally dressed up like a girl. Okay, then why are you so mad about this? Human costume. Brace.
Got it!
Mr. Newman, you feel a great deal of anger toward your brace, don't you? Is that what you feel is holding you back from being as pretty as you think you should be? Huh? But what? Mr. Newman, the truth is, you really want to take that brace off, don't you?
No way, man. It's a symbol of masculinity. I could never take it off.
Is it that you can't take it off, or that you don't want to take it off?
Oh, man. Should have kept my dick mouth shut.
This is really weird. He exhibits intense anger towards his brace, which he calls a symbol of masculinity. But he can't take it off, not even when he's trying to look pretty. What could be at the root of his complicated relationship with his brace? I have a feeling we're on the verge of uncovering an earth-shattering secret. Yeah, but does it have anything to do with the case, though? Like, if the dude wants to cross-dress, let him cross-dress. You don't need to tell the entire court about it. Athena, you okay? It seems Robin's still hiding a secret. Big one. Bigger than the fact that he's secretly jealous of Juniper's looks? Yes, at least I think so. Is he gay? Like, is that why there's discord in their friendship? Because he likes Hugh and Hugh likes Juniper, and Juniper doesn't like either of them? It's also something that's totally insane. Mr. Newman? What? I'm onto your little secret, and if I'm correct, it's not very little at all. It's huge! This sounds completely insane, but it's the only possibility left. You want to be pretty like a girl, you hate girls, you are a girl. I mean... Hugh Newman. He can't take it off because he is a girl, maybe? It's like, Mr. Newman, or should I say Miss Newman, you are and always have been a girl. What? Have you lost the plot, Athena? No, I'm completely serious. I don't have any direct evidence, but that's what Robin's heart is shouting out loud and clear.
Hold it!
I still think you've totally lost it. I mean, Robin reeks of testosterone. How could he possibly be a she? Like, sorry, the phrase reeks of testosterone. I, for one, have never seen a girl who shouts like a maniac all the time.
I've seen plenty of witnesses in my day, but if he is a she, then she is the most convincing actress I've ever encountered. Therefore, let me pronounce my verdict. Robin Newman is, well, without a question, a man.
You are now truly just as almost equal in one area. You are just as equally insane. Never in the history of this planet has there been a finer specimen of the masculine spirit. You sure about that? I'm waiting for those boobs to come flying out once his brace comes off. Like, what do you want me to do here?
You guys are done talking about me.
Ah, it is a girl. The price. It's kind of cute. Miss Sykes. No, allow me to call you Athena. I wanted to keep this a secret at all costs. But no.
What? No way! Surely this must be some kind of jest.
No, it's for real. I'm a girl, body and soul. Yeah? Wait, then what's your... Wait. Okay, so Hugh clearly isn't it. What is your name? If you don't believe me, I'll give you a P-E-E-K. As if. Wow. What an amazing transformation. Well, all the Discord's gone. The image is now complete. There you go. Okay. We have restored someone's brain to normal. I was raised as a boy since I was little, and I studied law just as my parents wanted. But now, this living lie that had me pinned to the ground, it's been blown to smithereens by you, Athena. Now I can stop pretending I want to be a prosecutor. I want to be an artist. Yay!
Order! Order! What a shocking development! He really did turn out to be she.
Why is everyone looking at me like that? I feel like a movie star or something. But no paparazzi, please. I value my privacy. Okay, why?
Don't pixie or regret it, none!
Am I just imagining things, or is Robin even more hyper now than when she was a he? I don't know. Maybe it's because she finally got her troubles off her chest? Literally.
This is all well and good, but does he being a she actually change anything?
The fact that the witness is actually a girl does change things. Because there's now a piece of evidence that we must reevaluate. Ooh, shit, she's right. Forgot about that.
Very well. Let's see what the defense has for us now. What piece of evidence must be reconsidered now that we know the witness is a girl? This one.
Take that!
This is what I'd like the court to reconsider.
Oh, the tape recorder. The one that recorded the threat. You're a goner.
That's right. And we have already established that it's a female voice in the recording. Of all the students who could have moved the body before the mock trial was to start, our client was the only female if you exclude Miss Scuttlebutt because of her alibi. And that's why the tape recorder made our client the prime suspect.
Ah, so then...
That's right. The witness just revealed that she's a girl. Therefore, if we are using the voice in this recording as the basis for hurling accusations, this witness must be labeled as a suspect too. Oh no! Yeah, I don't know about this. Kind of feel like Hugh is maybe the more likely person, but sure. Wow, talk about a sudden turn of events. You've done it. You found a hole in one of the prosecution's key pieces of evidence. Yeah, but wow, that was a lot of work for us.
Objection!
Not so hasty now. You're forgetting that only one person here was privy to the script. Ergo, Miss Juniper Woods is still the prime suspect.
Objection!
But Miss Newman hid the fact that she was a girl, both at the crime scene and in court. I'd say that puts her in camp suspicion. Yeah, that's not nice, Athena. How can you accuse me of being a killer? I mean, I'm just a weak, innocent little girl. Just thinking about that murder makes me...
Objection!
Suspicious is as suspicious does. Undoubtedly, the witness does have some sort of connection to the scribe. Perhaps our newfound lady is merely feigning ignorance. Which Ace Attorney is this? This is the Apollo Justice series, specifically the second game, Duel Destinies. So it stars Phoenix Wright's, what do you call them? Prodigies, I suppose. Wright runs the agency, but now it's Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes who are kind of the main characters you're playing as. And they both have their gimmicks. We can surmise that she lent support to the principal offender, Juniper Woods. By leading Miss Scuttlebutt to the body, that would make her an accessory to the crime. How can you say that? I'm not an accessory to any crime, Mr. Birdman.
Objection!
Birdman? In any event, with the witness as an accessory, it explains quite a bit, does it not? Athena has nothing. Ugh. I mean, it all makes sense somehow. Well, we'll keep accusing Junie unless we can show someone else knew the script's details. But how could someone have gotten their hands on that kind of info? The only way they could have known what was in the script was if they... saw the mock trial, heard it from Junie, had penned the script. I mean... was not saw the mock trial, right? Unless I saw the... No. It would be weird if he was... or sorry, she was the one who wrote the script. But maybe that would explain the comment that she had. Like the not green one. I'll go with the bottom one for now. I don't know about that. Got it. All anyone has to do is write their own script. In a completely stream of thought, devil may care way. Oh.
Oops. I'm not even going to ask us if the Frankenstein could resemble the actual script.
Oops, my bad. Oh well. At first you don't succeed. At first you don't succeed. Load and load again. So it's the second option then? That they had heard it from Junie? I guess maybe that would make sense. Because it can't be the first one, right? Sorry, Junie, but you're not gonna like this. Our client may have leaked the script's details to someone.
What the devil?
I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. Oh, right. Well, Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Miss Woods did not want Hugh O'Connor to win the mock trial. That's why I believe she leaked the details to the witness, Robin Newman. And I get it. If Robin won, Hugh wouldn't be able to confess to Juniper. Right. Junior was probably trying to keep their friendship from becoming awkward. How could you, Peter? What a bunch of bull!
I don't know what about this Juniper.
You sure? Can you look me in the eye and swear you didn't? E-A-T, Athena.
You don't have any evidence.
Actually, we might have just the thing. Really? Yeah. One of Robin's lines I read when we were reenacting the mock trial. Here's this shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Hair forehead. How did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. Robin said, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." S-U-R-E? I might have said that. But...
So what?
well, think of it this way, Athena. Yeah. Which way exactly? If I told you that I'd be wearing a blue suit today, but then showed up wearing what I've got on now, what would you say? Oh, the red suit? I think I got it. Your Honor, we have evidence proving that Mr. Newman knew the contents of the script. Whoops. Let me save. I know which one it is, but we'll save anyway. The defense moves to present said evidence to the court.
Very well, Miss Sykes. Present away.
This evidence proves that Miss Newman had prior knowledge of the script's contents. I mean, it would be the script itself, right? Because it's at the end. It says it's a red one. Yeah.
The mock trial script.
Miss Newman, during the mock trial you were shown a photo of the victim's body. And reportedly, you reacted by saying, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." Oh, yes, I said that. What's your point? You seem to have some issue with the green sweatsuit, and I think I know why. The proof is in the script, specifically on the things to prepare page. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. You were surprised because the sweatsuit in the photo was green. But if you didn't know about the script's content, then that shouldn't have surprised you. No. I thought we were friends, Athena. How could I have been so blind? In light of her privileged knowledge, I move to declare Miss Newman a suspect, Your Honor.
What?
Okay, I don't think she did it, though. If knowing script details makes me a suspect, then there must be others besides me. I mean, someone else could have also seen Professor Court's note. Note? What note? The professor and Juniper were working together to prepare for the mock trial. But only one copy of the script was made to prevent it from being leaked. But that gets kind of inconvenient, right? You're not seriously going to suggest. But it's the truth. Professor Court did do exactly what you're thinking. She didn't write down any of the proceedings or the truth behind the case. But she did write a note to herself with the props and details about the victim's EODY. Is this really true, Miss Newman? If you don't believe me, send the police over to my house. Tell them to check the pictures on my camera. That might give me an advantage. So I took a picture of the note. I'd say she's telling the truth. Wait a sec. If there's a note with details of the body, then that means there are others who could have made the murder look like our client's script.
Yes, I believe you're right.
Apparently, this case isn't as clear-cut as Prosecutor Blackwell would have us believe. This new revelation blasts a big fat hole in the prosecution's case.
Oh.
Objection!
Bully for you, Missy. But don't think this spells victory. And why not? The battle is still young, and my blade is now fully drawn. Between it and my next witness, your life will be forfeit. So put away your wooden sword, and show me what you are truly capable of if you wish to live. You want it? Don't worry, I'm gonna bring it. Here we go. The person who way is more likely to be the one who actually did the crime. I already said I wanted nothing to do with this trial. Juvenile. It's not a matter of what you want, but you will cooperate, Hugh O'Connor.
Prosecutor Blackwell, why have you called this witness?
You will recall that the day before the mock trial, in short, the day of the murder, the accused testified that she left for home at around 6 p.m.
Yes, my notes here do confirm that fact.
Right. Our client wasn't at school at the estimated time of death, so she couldn't be. Yet, so that was but a fallacious lie. Or am I mistaken, Golden Boy? I have no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hold. I am not through with you yet. Seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. Leave, and we just might discuss you-know-what. No, wait. One little stalemate and Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify.
Are you sure, Mr. O'Connor?
The word of a genius is as good as gold. Let's get on with this. Hugh O'Connor, a senior at the Legal Academy, lawyer course. How's that?
Just fine. Your testimony then, if you please.
You're up against the top of the class now. I'd be careful if I was you. Junie would never lie like that. That pompous schoolboy won't know what hit him. What is he carrying? Like, is he carrying like the school flag around? To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range till 7 p.m. At around 7:15, oh, he's carrying a bow. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? That is quite enough. Well done, golden boy. The final bell rings at 7 p.m., at which point the campus is a desolate place. There's no times on this one. Now, you would recall the tape recorder. We know the time of the voice recording. It was 7:10 p.m. The day before the mock trial. That was the dark hour of this heinous crime. Any proof of that? As its final bell, this school plays a special broadcast with the clock strikes 7. The female voice on the tape appears 10 minutes after that broadcast. The killer waited until the school was empty to spring her devious and deadly trap. Okay.
So, when the witness saw the defendant that would have been...
Indeed. It was 5 minutes after the voice was captured on tape in the outcome. Ergo, we know that the accused was still in the main building, even after the killing.
So the time of the murder and the time of the time when the body was moved.
Great. Very inconvenient testimony.
Miss Sykes, your cross-examination, please.
I don't think that's true. Right? Part of me just wants to immediately present her notebook because she was supposed to meet with him here. Right? But we'll press. Let's get all the dialogue. So, do you meditate often? Don't tell me you're going to stop pestering me too. What's that supposed to mean? No need to play dumb with me. All the girls want to know about my private life. What?
I will remind the defense this is a court of law, not a pickup spot.
Seems Miss Fancy Pants lawyer is smitten with the witness. Objection! Objection! I'm just trying to establish the witnesses. If you must know, I never go a day without meditating. Satisfied now, stalker girl? That's it. You'd better take that. Whoa there, Tiger. Just take a deep breath and relax. I'll just continue my testimony now if you don't mind. Our client has stated she went home at 6. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together. Was that the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school at around 6 p.m.
No, wrong. I don't know what she was doing, but Juniper was definitely at school after 7.
But I suppose neither side can prove one way or the other. But if Junie was there, that means she's lying. Truth be told, I only saw her for the briefest of moments. Oh, I wonder if he saw Hugh with the thing on, maybe. So you just walked past a good friend, barely saying a word? The final bell had already rung. They get mad when you stand around chatting. Then again, we're not like you people, talking endlessly in those annoyingly loud voices. Annoyingly loud voices? I'd like it if you refrained from insulting my partner like that. Normally I'd shout objection right about now, but I'll take this one for the team. Anyway, I think this is all I have to say. Alright, I'll take you up on your kind offer. Ooh. This sounds like a way to get more testimony out of him. I expected as much. Go ahead, ask away. Mr. O'Connor, I want to ask you, did you go to the art room? Why did you stay past the last bell? How did you prep for the mock trial? Ooh, I want to know the answer to all of these. Did you stop by the art room, or as it's now known, the scene of the crime? No, I didn't. Can you prove it? As much as I'd like to say I could, I can't. But let me ask you, can you prove that I did? As much as I like to say I could, I can't. But I will ask, how often do you visit there? Hardly ever. There's no reason for me to be there anyway. There's no reason for you to be there? Is there an echo in here? If something's bothering you, I'll just add it to my testimony. How considerate. Thank you for noticing. Let's add your statement to the testimony. I never went to the art room. There was no reason for me to be there.
Objection!
Shit! I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. I pressed X by... Sorry. I really did mean to press A. I just wanted to look at it. Shoot, that means that we're back here, right? The art room bit. Okay, let's ask a different question this time. But remember, we haven't technically asked the first question. Please tell the court what you were doing on October 23rd, the day before the mock trial. It's an easy one. Nothing in particular. Oh. You didn't help with the preparations? You don't get it, do you? I was merely playing the role assigned to me. I left the preparations and the like to others. My job was to be mentally prepared. Juniper, heart and soul into getting things anyway. Just sounds behind. Just to reiterate, I spent most of the 23rd meditating at the archery range. I didn't talk to anyone until the school closed at 7 p.m. Though a few archery club members did come and go while I was there. But you didn't talk to anyone? Not a single soul? That's right. I didn't say a word to anyone until the final bell at 7. I see. This is crucial information. Please add it to your testimony. Don't know if you're bluffing, but if you are, you have a pretty good poker face. Okay, I'm gonna save here because this is bullshit. Because we have this. Like, we don't need the other bits. I think we know these things. Also, I just want to point out that Phoenix Wright just followed us. Welcome. Lovely name you got. So you didn't talk to anybody on October 23rd? You sure about that? I already told you. My word is as good as gold. Okay then. How do you explain this? And don't spare any details. Sorry, never seen that before. This is the victim's planner. She's recorded all of her plans in great detail. Take a look at this page here. It reads, 23rd, meet with Hugh, and important. Don't you find that interesting? What? Where'd you get that? The key word here is important. You say you were at the archery range all day, but you also said a few students came and went while you were there. That doesn't sound like a great place for an important talk.
But the entire campus was buzzing with activity before the mock trial. Where could they have possibly had a private conversation?
I thought about that too, but the situation changes after the last bell.
What's this now?
The witness stayed after the last bell in order to have a private talk with the victim. Am I right, Mr. O'Connor?
Objection!
This is insane. Must we go through this yet again? I suppose you also have no evidence, as usual. No, I don't have any direct evidence. However, the witness was meditating until after the last bell, and he attempted to conceal his private meeting with the victim. First Robin, now me. Who are you going to accuse next? You're just another unscrupulous attorney looking to get ahead. Don't let him get to you. He's definitely hiding something. I mean, he was supposed to meet with the victim around her estimated time of death. I had my suspicions about Robin, but
Hugh seems just as guilty. These three are the only possible suspects after all. I don't know, what if it's Mr. Ends Meet the Means guy who did this somehow? Mr. Means. Mr. O'Connor, answer me this. Did you meet with Professor Court that day? Thanks, Demo Dabino. Thanks for sticking around and hanging out. Hope you enjoyed my terrible voice acting. Have a good night. Come on, O'Connor. You gonna lie? Or are you gonna... Sorry, Mr. Jailbird Prosecutor. I don't mean to steer a thunder, but I have something to say. If it will save me some trouble, then by all means, speak away. If you would recall, Miss Sykes, the voice on the tape recorder was female. Knowing that, I'd like you to explain how I could possibly be a suspect. Well, what if the voice is actually Constant Quartz? Here's a point. Impressive. Golden Boy here does shine gold indeed. Care to take the reins? You're more than capable of prosecuting this case. Sorry, but I'm studying to be a lawyer. What a pity. I think such genius is to be wasted on mere lawyering. At last, your moment is here, Sykes-Turner. Time to refute Golden Boy's statement and prove that you are the young prodigy worthy of the badge on your lapel. Can you lay any more pressure on? The voice is unmistakably female, so there's no point in arguing about that. Yeah, you're right. Which case, to whom does the voice on the tape really belong to? I think it's the victim. That would make way more sense. Though, so they're saying you're a goner, right? Record it in the art room at 7:10 p.m. on the 23rd. I mean, that doesn't have to be in the, like, between 6 and 8. I'm gonna go with the victim. The voice on the tape belongs to the victim. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Objection!
Are you mad? The voice on the recording says you're a goner. That is something a murderer shouts at their victim, not the other way around. Yeah, that is a problem. You're a goner. You're a goner. You're a goner. Oh. O'Connor. Athena. You're a goner. You a goner. Hugh O'Connor. Hugh O'Connor? Wait a second. Whoa, Athena. You're scaring me here. You're scared? I'm terrified for even coming up with this. With what? Prosecutor Blackwell, you want to know if I'm worthy of my badge. Well, I'm about to show you why. Despite my age, I can wear it with pride. Oh, then can I take it you won't be changing your argument? Still, it stands as a bit odd for the victim to be the one yelling, "You're a goner." I agree, if that's what the victim was saying, but it's not. I assume you have something to back up your assertion, Miss Sykes. Not exactly. We don't have to add fuel to his fire, Your Honor. If it is indeed Professor Court's voice on the tape, then she was shouting because she was threatening O'Connor, being threatened by O'Connor, scolding him. Oh. The scolding would make the most sense. Like he was trying to sneak in to like get the script or something. I would like to call one basic fact into question. Is that shout on the tape really saying you're a goner? What are you up to now, Athena? Professor Court's planner says she was supposed to meet with the witness for an important talk. Perhaps our witness, despite being a genius, had done something wrong. And this made Professor Court get angry with him during their private meeting. I don't see how this changes what we heard on the tape. Well, if you want to see how it changes things, let's try a little experiment. Your Honor, I want you to yell at the witness as if you're mad at him. But, and this is important, use his full name. Oh, okay. Let's see, Hugh O'Connor. What did I do to deserve that? Yes, like that. Now try again, but faster. Hugh O'Connor. Huh? Hugh O'Connor? Hugh O'Connor. Hugh O'Connor. Wait a second. Oh, this can't be.
You think I'd spend the energy to lead you this far if it wasn't true? But it is, Your Honor. Humans are not perfect. That's a scientific fact. We sometimes mistake shadows for monsters, or the winds for voices.
Now that you mentioned it.
You can do this, Athena. Just give the old guy one more little push. The sound on the tape recorder never was the phrase, "You're a goner." That's only what we thought we heard, when in fact it was the witness getting yelled at. The court will note that this is different from the selective hearing men are so good at. Yeah. I think you're right, but what was that last part again? Never mind. The important thing is that the voice that was recorded isn't our client's. And since it was the victim scolding the witness, he must now join the list of suspects.
Objection!
I had thought that testimony would suffice, but it seems it has come to this. I will not allow such fallacious quibbles to upend this case. The prosecution has one final piece of evidence to present to the court. Evidence? What's he going to pull out now?
Feast your eyes on this photo.
And let me see that instant look vanish from within them.
Let's see here. Oh, it's a picture of the defendant and the victim.
The photograph shows professor and student preparing for the mock trial together. Wait, was this taken in the art room? The room where the murder occurred? At night. Indeed it was. But the revelations do not end there. Do you see the clock on the wall? It reads 7:05. A mere 5 minutes before the voice was recorded on the tape. The accused brutally stabbed the victim to death 5 minutes after this photo was taken. Where the hell did he get this shit? Who took the photo? Also, how do you know that this was taken on the 23rd and not a different day? There's weird chains around the thing. She has her booklet. It's night out. The moon's out. The moon is out, and it's 7:05. Weird. Alright.
Seems the defendant's culpability in this crime is quite obvious.
Shooting was with Professor Court just 5 minutes before she was murdered? What now? Nothing I say can change that fact. Understand now? You can believe in your client all you wish, but try as you might. Such misplaced faith will inevitably be cut down before the cruel, silly blade of truth. Blah. Listen, Missy. The person you'd like to save more than anyone else in the world. I'd be willing to wager that your defense isn't what they desire. I became a lawyer so I could... You still fail to understand. After so much pain and defeat, the courts are not the play yards of little children dressed as lawyers. So before you break your back in failure, run along home and grow up. If he thinks I'm giving up now, he's got another thing coming. I have to find my inner strength if I ever hope to save him. But I can't think of any way to strike back. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Also, Athena is alluding to something that has nothing to do with this case, it seems. That's impossible. How would I smile under these circumstances even if I forced it? This is badder than bad. Who knew Blackwell had that one waiting in the wings? Why didn't that twisted samurai just presented at the beginning? Wait, maybe this was his real plan? Was he just trying to show me how weak and powerless I am? Maybe he's right. So I really haven't gotten a clue. Who's the real killer? Who murdered Professor Constance Court? Robin Newman, a girl who had been forced to live a lie as a guy? Or was it Hugh O'Connor, the honor student who met with Professor Court?
There seems to be little reason to debate the defendant's guilt any longer. The time for a verdict has come.
Better not be Means guy. Oh no, it's okay too.
No, that's not gonna happen, man.
What's the meaning of this? You can't interrupt a judge about to hand down a...
T. Maybe, but false verdicts are N-O-N-O.
Oh,
Miss Newman, please explain yourself. Juniper's not the killer. I know because I know who the real killer is. You do? You know who the real killer is? What is she up to now? Yep. I know because the real killer is me. What?
It was me. I did it alone. Just me.
I don't get it. Why is she confessing?
Miss Newman was a witness near the stage. There's even a related photo of her. The more I think about it, the more suspicious she seems.
Robin Newman isn't the kind of guy who pins the blame on friends.
Is she doing this to protect Hugh?
Just so he can walk free. Get it over with. Declare me guilty already.
Is it Hugh? Oh no, it's Juniper. Please, wait. Juniper, what are you doing? Thank you for all you've done, Athena. But you have to forgive me. I can't let my friend take the blame any longer. Junie, no. Don't do it. Hugh and Robin have done nothing wrong. They have absolutely no connection to this case. The real killer is me. I alone am responsible for the entire crime. Oh, did all three of them do it together? Is that what's going on here? Judy, you know that's not true. Hurry up and retract your statement. I'm afraid it is true. Forgive me, Athena.
Order. Order. Will somebody please explain what's going on here?
See right through your cheap ploy. School rules state that a prior conviction terminates one's eligibility to graduate. A guilty verdict here would make whatever dreams one had to go up in a puff of smoke.
Oh, I wasn't aware.
Even meek little mice will fight when cornered. Pitiful spectacle, I might add. These vermin are trying to protect each other now that they have nowhere else to run. Protect each other? Wait. So is Robin just trying to protect Junie too? If so, then the real killer is... Is he now admitting to it? This whole thing's a joke. Oh, now it's Hugh's turn.
Oh, what? What is wrong with kids these days?
True questions. I know what just crossed your mind. It's like... Oh, Jesus.
You think I'm the killer, don't you?
Oh, he really is a genius. He even knows what you're thinking. I think it was about time I told you the truth. Don't even get right to the point. It was me. I did it. Wait. What? Was this like not a murder, it was an accident or something? Or are they covering for the professor? What's going on here? Now both potential suspects are claiming to be the real killer. I'm so confused right now. If you still have doubts, how about I detail my murder plot? It's absolute genius. Enough of this nonsense. This is a court of law, not the set of some high school drama.
I see I have no choice. Afraid I'll have to...
Wait, your boldness.
I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm in no position to hand down a verdict just yet. I am hoping that the defense and prosecution come up with some airtight evidence. That's why I'm giving you both the rest of the day to continue investigating this case.
Pinch me. I think I'm dreaming.
Fine. Do as you wish. This brings today's proceedings to a close. Court is adjourned.
Interesting. Interesting developments. So, let's think. What do we think happened? Is it like... I mean, Professor Means has been sketchy this entire time. Just saying. And he does seem to have a bit of a history with Constance Court. So it wouldn't surprise me if the dude with the creepy smile somehow did this. But that doesn't really explain why these three would have anything to do with this, you know? Like, did they find the body and then try to figure out how to cover it up or something? Or what? Like, continue to the next chapter. That is a great question, though. I'm going for almost 2 hours. I imagine that the next segment is probably a similar length. And while I don't have to work tomorrow, and been drinking a Monster, so it's not like I don't have energy for this. Yes. Let's try to do some of the investigation. Sorry, boss. Couldn't do it. You know that little bit of advice you gave me? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I don't know exactly what you meant, but there was no way I could force a smile in that courtroom today. I'm just glad you remembered that. But now, how about relaxing a little? Relax? Not gonna happen. Junie, she asked me to defend her because she believes in me. But I felt completely helpless. If it weren't for their confessions, I'd...
But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, will you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain?
Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen, then won't I? I can't lose it all, not now. You okay, Athena? You're turning kind of pale. I can't just stand around here. I'm gonna finish the investigation. Can't I wait? I took a batch of freshly baked cookies out of my magic panties. I forgot about her magic panties. Although some freshly baked cookies sounds pretty good right now, though I don't know if I'd want them out of someone's bloomers. It's a little questionable. Thanks, but I better get going. Send me one for when I get back. Paul, you wait here. I need to see Junie at the detention center first, right away. Wait, I'm going with you. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I better go too. No problem. You two be careful. Looks a whole lot like she's not here right now. Just saying. There's so much I need to ask Junie. What happened in court today? Where we go from here?
Well now, fancy meeting you here.
Oh, Professor Means. What brings you here? I asked him to come. Here I'm just a little before you. I wanted to ask him something, but first, Athena, I want to apologize for my sudden confession after he worked so hard to defend me. She was calling me Athena until now, just now. No, I should be the one apologizing. The whole thing spiraled out of my control. Athena, Don't worry. I'll really bring it tomorrow. I'll find something to prove your innocence. About that. Athena, I'm thinking of asking Professor Means to defend me. Huh?
I myself only just heard of this a moment ago.
Oh. So she thinks Professor Means would be... No, I can't let this happen. Not with the way he wants to do things. Junie! I know, Athena. But will you please hear me out? No. Athena, do you actually think you or Robin could have committed this crime? The body was moved right before the mock trial. Besides Junie, they're the only ones. They moved really around the campus at the time. I mean, could the professor move around? Just saying. I'm sorry, Junie, but at this point I can't rule them out. I was afraid you'd say that.
Juniper is seeking a lawyer who can clear all 3 of their names. Only I am capable of such a feat.
But how can you possibly prove that all 3 of them are innocent?
I am a result-oriented person. Tomorrow I won't fail to have the perfect piece of evidence ready. For the end really does justify the means, especially for me, Professor Aristotle means.
Ugh, really don't like the sound of that. I'm sorry, but just as you believe I'm innocent, I believe that my friends are innocent too.
Alright. If that's how you really feel, we'll respect your decision.
Hello?
But we want to continue our investigation. Could we ask you some more questions?
Sure, I don't mind. Professor Means, would you like to stay and join our conversation?
Yes, of course. I am your lawyer after all.
There's that smile again. Why does it always creep me out? About your confession, Junie. It's not true, is it? You just said what you did because Robin had confessed on the stand, didn't you? Yes, I wasn't thinking straight. All I knew was I had to help my friend.
You mean because of that school rule? The one that says you can't graduate if you're convicted of a crime?
No, I didn't do it because of some rule. I did it because she's my friend. Why is there discord in her voice again? Could it really be that the friendship between the 3 of them is on the rocks? There's more here than meets the eye. When did you 3 first become friends? Well, even though we were in different courses, we really bonded from the first day at school. We vowed to work together to bring an end to the dark age of the law. That was when our proof of friendship came about. There's that proof of friendship thing again. Just wish it was as simple as that. Carrying them around. But the situation kind of changed recently, when the school's policies shifted to training legal professionals who produce results.
Allow me to explain. In the lawyer course I teach, producing results means winning trials. Professor Court, on the other hand, taught that finding the truth was the only valid result. Fortunately, that clash of ideas created a rift among our students.
At some point, we stopped talking about it. Well, that meant fewer arguments. Also meant we couldn't be as frank and open with each other as we used to be. I think I understand now. By putting their friendship on a pedestal, they actually did more harm than good. Seems the relationship between the 3 of them isn't as simple as I thought.
Juniper, thank you for talking to us about this difficult subject.
Yeah, thanks, Junie. Now, if you could tell us about the day of the murder. Junie, you told us yesterday that you went home a little after 6. Was that a lie? I'm sorry I didn't tell you this before, but what actually happened was I left the art room a little after 6 and headed over to my dressing room, where I worked on my stage costume until 7. That's it? You didn't go anywhere else? No, nowhere else. If that really were it, then there'd be no reason to lie in the first place. Just gotta be hiding something else. Junie, do you remember this picture? Yes, but something's wrong here.
Wrong? What's wrong?
I took this picture at around 6, which was before I left the art room. But the clock here says it's just after 7. By 7, I'd already been working in my dressing room for some time. There's definitely something wrong with the time of this picture.
Guess we better go check the art room.
Okay. Just one last question about the day of the murder. On the evening before the mock trial, the evening of the murder, you ran into Hugh. Yes, I did. Okay. She suddenly went silent. She always was terrible at hiding things. Was she trying to keep their meeting a secret by lying about going home at 6? Alright, I won't press the matter any further. Anything else you noticed on the night of the murder? Well, I don't know if this will help, but that evening I went back to my dressing room to get something I'd forgotten there. It was well after the last bell rang. I'd say maybe around 8:30. Around 8:30, huh? That's over an hour after when the crime supposedly took place. That's when I noticed that both stage statues were finished. They're quite large, and they were each covered with a white sheet, but I could tell. Made me happy to think that after all the hard work they were finally finished. Oh, right, the statues that Robin made. So they were covered in white sheets. Junie, are you okay? Sorry, I'm a little tired, that's all. Athena, I think this meeting is over. Professor Means?
I will use any means possible to get the result I want in Juniper's case. But it will require considerable preparation, so I must be off.
Hold it!
Junie, and Professor Means, I have a proposal. A proposal? Wait, this is another one of your crazy. By sundown today... Yes? I, Athena Sykes, along with Apollo Justice... Wait a sec. Don't drag my name into... We're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery. What? And we're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what the truth is.
I see. So it has come to this, has it?
If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. Then you shouldn't need anyone else to defend you except me. You got a deal? I trust that's okay with you too, Professor Means?
I have no objections as long as Juniper is satisfied with this arrangement.
Okay, but only if it's the real truth. I'll put you through this, Athena. Thank you. I've been thinking only of myself this whole time. Junie, it's way too early to thank me. But you can thank me all you want once I get to the bottom of this.
Very well. I will see you back here at sundown. Sorry for all the trouble, Professor. Just, she's new to the agency, so... Don't be silly. I find it all rather thrilling. Let us meet here again later.
If you'll excuse me, I better go. Okay, see you later. Okay. So no time to be thinking about that. Got an investigation to do. I will find the truth by sundown, no matter what. Oh, we can talk to Apollo. Random. More damaging evidence. Juniper's case seems to have no lack of that. We still have time to turn this whole case upside down, but it requires some legwork. You're right. Let's give it our best shot. We're not running. Sorry. Let's chat with them. Only the 3 mock trial participants could have moved the body before it started. That's why the killer must be Robin, Hugh, or Juniper. Right, and that means at least one of them is lying. To make matters worse, I have a feeling each one of them is hiding some sort of secret. We have to bring it all to light. I'm not looking forward to it, but it has to be done. Today's trial focused on the day of the crime and the actions of those involved. Yeah, like when the voice was recorded and who went to the art room and when. If we analyze the info, we should be able to ID the killer. There's no lead in these legs. Sorry, lead in these legs. I'm training for a day like this. Okay, on my mark. Ready? Set. No running from me. Done trying to keep up with you. Let's go to the lecture hall, I guess. Oh, well, nothing happened, so probably not this branch. Hallway? Stage. Okay, here we go. I'm waiting for this thing to pop up to let us know that there's something new to discover. Oh, it's Sykes. Or, sorry, Miriam. Is it my imagination or did something just move? Afternoon, YouTube. Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? Don't you think sneaking onto campus like this is just slightly suspicious? I'll have you know I'm continuing my investigation in the strictest of confidence. I don't want to be caught napping again at tomorrow's trial, and that means a thorough investigation today. Think you can lend us a hand? I'm not one to refuse a damsel in distress, but you needn't have asked for a line. I'd intended to help from the start. You're the best prosecutor, Gavin. Okay, time for a thorough investigation. Bet we missed lots of stuff yesterday. Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you? That's right. But I hadn't seen this stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't half bad. No, it's not. That moon looks a whole lot like the one right there, doesn't it? We also had some tricks up our sleeve to make the concert really rock. Pyrotechnics, a fog machine, big banners, things like that. It would have looked like this. Oh, the plans from yesterday. What's that design on the banner there in the back? I know the scales are the school emblem, but what's with the number 6? Looks like it's in a serious pain or something. Athena. Ixnay on the X side. That's the Gavinus logo for all I know. Oh, a nice pig Latin here, Void. Really smooth. Oh, I mean, it looks like the number 6 rocking seriously hard. 9 for line. It is a G for Gavinas. Roll to 6. But whatever floats your boat. So where's the banner? I don't see it anywhere on stage. It was an important part of the show, but the school managed to misplace it somehow. It's a pity. It's specially made from heavyweight high-grade cloth. A missing banner and 2 broken statues. There are mysteries aplenty to be solved, yeah? Come to think of it, one of the broken statues was Prosecutor Gavin. So the banner was used to wrap the body, right? Is what we're hearing here. As you can see in the stage plans, right here we have the statue of me. And right here, have right statue. But this doesn't matter now, as we both lie in pieces thanks to you. Hair boy. What did I ever do to you? Actually, this statue broke into rather large pieces. Why don't we try to put it back together? Maybe we'll learn something new. Picking up the pieces of a shattered rock star. Oh, that's one uber cool idea. There might even be a song in there somewhere. Yeah, let's do this. Schnell! Is this an investigation or am I interrupting a German language club social event? Can we deal with this box here? You don't think this weird box here is... Hands off! I knew it. Know that voice anywhere. Let's just ignore it. I mean, made its wishes loud and clear. So this is the future cardboard box technology has afforded us, huh? I mean, they both broke into large pieces, right? I just don't know which one I'm supposed to like deal with first. The other statue Robin made some smashed to bits. There's some larger pieces. I'm going to put this one up to 2. Yeah, but all I see are itty bitty ones. I wonder what Mr. Wright would think. If he knew we put Prosecutor Gavin's statue back together, but it is like this. We could always come back to it after the case is solved. I'll help you fix it. I don't know. This is fine for a rock concert, but 19 Sky's a backdrop for a courtroom? Fascinating. I think it's breathtaking. I mean, speaking the truth under a starry sky. I think it's romantic for one. And the waning crescent moon represents the maximum 3-day trial cycle. 3-day trial outdoors? No thanks. If it starts raining, my hair will be ruined. Kind of weird that one's over there. Found one. He's Prosecutor Gavin's shattered pride. Are you saying my pride is as fragile as plaster of Paris? It looks like there are other large pieces scattered about. Okay, let's find out what we can. All on the strangest places. Got another one. Should still be some more. Let's leave no stone unturned. Large white shape. I mean, does this part count? Prosecutor Gavin, you're a complete wreck, literally! Why in the world would someone do something like this? I don't know, but whoever did it must have had an amazing sense of release. Can I take that as a confession, half-full-head? What? No! So bad for Robin. She worked so hard on these. Pick up the pieces for her. You've got it. Let's check every corner of the stage then, yeah? Is that a piece right there? Yep. 2 large pieces. Feels like it would feel good to break them. Lovely. Oh, ooh, okay. Got another piece. Trials, take the train's gonna right here. You mean Hugh or Robin? Yeah, besides Junior, the only ones who can move freely around the campus. For the mock trial, that means one of them must be the killer. But that's not really enough to go on, is it? Into Juniper one more time, persuade her to give us a name. Alright, that means you have to find your hair for which were the thing ends. Okay. I wonder if I should be looking elsewhere, like in the art room or somewhere else. 67 School Festival. Wow. Yeah, that is a pretty old school. Some embroidered text. Wow. Embroidered sign lovingly crafted by the handicap clubs. Keep dry. Interesting. Okay, the arm doesn't count. Is it the smash bit that I need to care about, maybe? more popular than you think. Yes, that's the box. What if it's under the box? Body's gone, all that's left is a white outline. Never knew Professor Corp personally, but seeing her reduced to a white outline was so cool inside. But in a way, she still lives on in the message left behind, like the strange way her body was posing the signs of a risk being bound. By falling, what a wonderful piece of evidence you have there. But I imagine no matter what you present, it would be impossible for it to be more persuasive than your beauty. It doesn't work that way in court, too. I mean, sure, it seems cute, but... Too bad that I can't move to, some other places, you know? Also, we can't examine here. I was thinking maybe we would find a random bit of nonsense just somewhere else, but I guess that's not the case. So I'm just missing something here then, I guess. Don't care about that. What about this though? Like, does he notice that it's... No, he doesn't. Go to witness stand too, even though it's just a temporary stage. We're still working on it. Let's see what the notice says. Caution, pedestal features a high-speed rotation mode. Activate with care. Oh, interesting. I really am confused though. This is probably just the same dialogue before, right? Prosecutor bench. Oh, memories, Fraulein. The former rock star and prosecutor. The prosecutor's bench has taught me much about human emotions, passion, and fight. Picture it now. You get your silvery singing voice and Apollo sweating bullets. Hey, how about picture me winning once in a while? Can I examine this for some reason? Oh, there we go. Same with a piece of the statue. Makes 5 pieces in all. That's all we're... So that's time to try to stick it together. Well, I don't see any other big pieces lying around. Yeah, let's see if we can put this statue back together. Alright, Apollo, you come over here and prosecute Gavin if you could hold this. We did it! Not bad if I do say so myself. Yeah, but don't you think it's strange? We put the statue back together, but look. What's all these leftover white pieces? These all have to go together. And this one too. Athena? What do you think you're doing? Don't stop me now. Artist inside me wants to get out and have a good time. So, what is it? Huh. It's the goddess of law, holding a pair of scales in one hand and a sword in the other. That's quite the feat you pulled off there, Fraulein. Phew. Love that feeling you get after you worked hard on something. Yeah, but look at this. That's, you see the bits right there? This is highly suspicious. No, I knew who it was. I meant to ask what it's doing here. Not sure. There's no statue like this in the stage plan. Still, I could swear I've seen the statue somewhere before. Yeah. Broken at the same time, but have been repaired. Okay. The more we learn, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. At least we're moving in the right direction. Let's keep searching the stage for clues. I've been wondering about something this whole time. You know that pole at the edge of the stage? You mean this? There's a wire that goes off and connects to something somewhere. Yep, that's how they move the body. This wire is for hanging banners over the stage. One of the policemen who was here earlier was checking how it worked. So that's why the banner looks like it's out of place. The banners are hung and removed from the art room over there. That's the art room over there? As in the scene of the crime? Bingo, Fraulein. Still crawling with corpse, though. Hey, anyone in the art room? Oh, hi, Fulbright. Oh, it's you people! In justice we trust. Oh, it's Detective Fulbright. In justice we trust. Is that some kind of greeting between you two? Detective Fulbright, can you lower that banner from here? Of course! Just leave it to me. How's that? Phew. Thanks, Detective. In justice we trust. Always glad to help. In justice we trust. So, is that some kind of greeting between you two or not? Well, looks like the banner's down now. Let's go take a look. Look, it's all tied up now. Look at this banner. I don't think it would flap very well in the wind. Unflappable banner. Hey, I like that. It goes perfect with unflappable lures and unflappable rockers. Like it was made for this very stage. Look at this. The bottom part's all knotted up. Let me try and unravel it. Is it bloody by chance? Yep. Jeez, did you really have to? Don't come across an unflappable banner every day. Athena, there are some things that have to be yielded to forces beyond themselves. What a cruel world we live in. Hey, a scrap of paper was caught up inside. It's blowing away. I got it. Yes, great catch, huh? Looks like some kind of note. What does it say? October Q120. What's that supposed to mean? Test score, maybe? Pretty impressive when you can say that 100 is the perfect score. I don't see how even you can get beyond perfect. Fraulein, shall we inspect the banner again, now that it has been unraveled? So this is from his book. 120. This is the emblem that's on Junie's school uniform. Hey, you're right. Wait a sec. Hard to see against the red material, but look. There's a dark red stain here, just under the emblem. This banner was on a wire connected to the art room. Right. And the art room is where the murder occurred. You think what I'm thinking? This stain might be from the victim's blood. This statue doesn't look anything like you, Mr. Wright. The golden Sparian scales and the sword. She's a symbol of fairness and strength. But she and her symbols were shared along with the statues of you and Mr. Wright. It's a direct challenge to the rule of law. Well, if they want to fight, they've got one. Ooh, take it down a notch, Tiger. Let's save the fighting for when we find our culprit. Phew. There's a whole lot of poking around in such a short time. Does that mean you're satisfied? Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to check out. See that metal fence back there? There's just that one segment, so it seems out of place. It looks like they were in the process of removing them after the stage was set up. But they were never able to finish on account of the murder. You should take a look if you think it'd be important. This track looks man-made. Hey, you're right. Looks like it starts from behind the backdrop. Maybe a big muddy pro wrestler was hiding back there. Well, that was totally random, but we'll never know until we take a look. Looks like something was being dragged through here. And this is where it started. Yeah, but whatever it was, it's long gone. Must have been pretty heavy. Perhaps it was used in setting up the school festival. And I guess it wasn't a pro wrestler. Still, this could be something important. Well, that's about it for the stage. Right, I think we better search the art room next. I think I'll hang around here for a while. But make sure to tell me once you find it, yeah? Find what? What else? The governor's banner that disappeared from the stage. You never know. It might just be connected to the case at hand. Really? Or does he just want his banner back? Tell me. So in short, that's... Huh? Hey. We finally gotta talk to the box. That box just took off running. A pretty good idea who that is, as I expect you do too. Come on, we can't afford to have any weird articles written about us. The maintenance area is over in that direction. After that box. Here I am. You're liable to get tossed in the garbage truck if you hang around here. I'm just an empty box, and that's what you do with them. You throw them away. Hey, did you change boxes? I like the new look. What does it matter anymore? It's a complete failure in court today. My work, my pride, my dreams, everything I worked so hard for, gone. Yes, well, whose fault is that? Yeah, that hit her pretty hard. Come to think of it, calling a failure as a reporter might have been a bit extreme. Scold me, despise me, pack me away where I'll never see the light of day. Been cast aside to waste away into a big pile of mushy paper mache. I kind of feel responsible for this, but now's a chance to prod her for information while she's vulnerable. But that's what you were just thinking. What kind of a person do you think I am? Read me like a book. That was you on the stage earlier, wasn't it? Why'd you run off like that? Take a look at this. Why are you showing me a burnt up old rag? Oh, it's the governor's logo. Wait, it's really hard to see. I think that's the governor's logo there. So is this the banner that disappeared? It's all burnt up. Don't look at me, I just happened to find it in the incinerator. Incinerator? Did Black Quill actually make good on his threat to burn her box? Should probably try to find out whether someone tried to destroy this on purpose. Yeah, this banner is sounding less and less unrelated to our case, Paula. Miriam, having an apology. I shouldn't have said you were a failure as a reporter. Too late. I already decided journalism wasn't for me. Last step is to erase all the photos on my PC. Really gonna do it. Here goes. 5%. 10%. 4 years of my life down the drain. Shouldn't we stop her, Athena? Miriam, you should keep publishing your paper. I didn't know what I said, okay? You didn't mean it? Oh no, my photo! Stop! Cancel! Abort! Did you stop it in time? Deletion progress. 99% complete. There are only 2 pictures left. What are you gonna do now, Athena? You ordered to make it right. I know. Your photo technique. Don't worry, Miriam. Your photos may be gone. But the memory of your photographic genius will live on forever in all of our hearts. Oh, Athena. That was cringeworthy. Hey, Miriam, check this out. We took some amazing photos of the 3 of them. I'm sure they really appreciated it. Obviously, I'm the ace member of the newspaper club. The only member, in fact. I know this won't make up for the photos you lost, but here are your newspapers back. There's no rest for the wicked. I plan on pursuing those 3 for as long as I live. Miriam, why are you so obsessed with Juniper, Hugh, and Robin? I'm not obsessed with them. It's just they were so close ever since their freshman year. So, well, I wonder if she knows about the friendship issues. Athena, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, that's the explanation. Wait a sec, you're not thinking what I'm thinking. So hello, good scoop. That's exactly what he's thinking, Miriam. You want in on their little trio. Oh. No, how could you possibly know that? She just wants to be friends. That's one abused laptop. Yeah. Your laptop won't turn on. Never thought my life would end so soon. A mere 17 years. Now I really feel bad. I know. Miriam, we have a laptop at the office. We'd be happy to lend it to you. You have a laptop I could use? Sure, but on one condition. I want you to ask Junie, Hugh, and Robin if you can hang out with them. What? Look, I can't afford you that. Sorry, but that's the deal if you wanted to borrow a laptop. You scare me sometimes, Athena. You're like good cop, bad cop all rolled into one. You fine. I'll do it. That's all you want. Yay! I'll be by later to bring you a laptop. Wait. It's not like I owe you anything, but here. Thanks. Oh, it's a set of pictures. Looks like they're setting up the stage. Yeah, I took them when they were putting the stage's backdrop in place. Look, ooh, this is the day of the murder at 6:01 p.m. Wow, you sure have an eye for photography. From what I can make out, anyway. These are the last 2 photos that didn't get deleted. They're all yours. Okay, I want to look at both of those. See you around, scary lawyer lady. Okay. So I mean, this shows Professor means at 6:01 and 6:03. And is that Hugh over there? Is that Hugh O'Connor in the forklift thing? Is there anything else of note here? I mean, you know, Robin is doing thing there. I mean, that gives them an alibi for 6 o'clock, I guess. That was really impressive, Athena. What's next? Well, I'd like to talk to Hugh or Robin if possible. Alright, let's walk around and see if we can find them. Yeah, nice one, Athena. Keep it up. Okay. Yeah. I want to see, is Clav in there? Hey, buddy. Why are you carrying a sooty mass of fabric around? Yeah, about that. Kind of hard to say, but this is the banner you've been looking for. That was found in the incinerator. What? This ash and cinder. That's all that's left. Somehow I don't think this was a random act of vandalism. Yeah. It no doubt bears some relation to the case at hand. In short, this is a challenge directed at me and the Governor fans everywhere. Mark my words, Fraulein. I will find the perpetrator behind this crime. Great, thanks. Does he mean whoever burned the flag? Or Professor's killer? I'll just cross my fingers that they're one and the same. Alright. To the art room. Well, here it is. Art room where the grisly crime occurred. Let's start looking. Stop right there. This is an active crime scene. No unauthorized personnel allowed. What? Can't you make an exception? You won't even notice where... Freeze! I don't think so. No exceptions. Now move along. Nothing to see here. Doesn't seem very accommodating this time. Let's try again later. Well, I see the picture that's in the other picture. It's on its side. Guess we can look in the hallway in the lecture hall. Oop, okay, hallway is something. Hey, that's Hugh over there. Hugh, we wanted a word with you, if you don't mind. If it was Mr. Wright, then sure. But you two... Yeah, I knew it. The hint of discord in Hugh's voice. You're not getting off that easy. After all, you're a possible suspect. Plus, you actually confessed in court. Whatever. So what do you want from me? Make it brief. I don't have a lot of time, and I assume you don't either. About your confession today. You weren't serious about that, were you? Let's just say I had no choice thanks to a certain lawyer who failed to get the job done. Ooh. So you're really prepared to take the blame for this? Not gonna happen. The voice on the tape is female, so that rules me out. Let's put it this way. You don't actually believe that ridiculous play on words, do you? Well, my confession is just like that. A means to an end. Or as we say around here, the end justifies the means. Oh, I actually do believe the voice is shouting you, O'Connor. Juniper's confession was quite advantageous for the real killer. But if Robin or I were actually killer, we wouldn't have confessed. That's simple. Even you should be capable of such reasoning. Or have I overestimated you? You'll make a great lawyer someday. I mean, you seem to enjoy getting under people's skin. Could Hugh and Robin's confession really prove their innocence instead of their guilt? It'll take some serious thinking on my part. It sure looked like Prosecutor Blackwell was twisting your arm to testify earlier today. Is there some sort of secret he's using against you? You know what? I mean, is that just them talking about the confession or something? That's really the only thing we know about. You're the all-rank amateurs. Even if that were true, you think I'd open up to you? He's just not denying it. Secret might be causing the discord in his voice. Then again, we have the same problem with Junie and Robin. You're just wasting your time and mine. Next question. About that meeting with Professor Court on the 23rd. Why did she want to see you? No intention of selling you.
You have to force it out of me any way you can.
Ugh. Professor Mean strikes again. Then again, Hugh is in the lawyer course. But didn't Professor Court used to say that the only good result is the truth? So why don't you drop this whole charade and just tell me the truth?
Truth. How can you be so sure it will help you solve this case? The truth isn't necessarily your friend, nor Juniper's for that matter.
You're wrong. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to defend Jean the right way, using the truth. It's the only way to honor Jean's wishes and Professor Court's memory. Let's see. Very well, Miss Sykes. I'll testify tomorrow about that truth you're so interested in. You. But... don't look to me if something happens to Juniper because of it. Understand? What's that supposed to mean? What a terrible thing to say. I thought you guys were friends. Yes, we were. Until just recently, actually. Were? I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. What? Why? Just as I have my secrets, she has a side you've never seen. Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is. What are you saying? Conversation's over. So I don't have a lot of time and I meant it. Hugh, wait. He's gone. He doesn't care about her anymore? How do you say that? Maybe he's in love with Robin. That didn't go so well. Guess we'll just have to pin our hopes on his testimony tomorrow. Athena, what do you say we head over to the art room? Might be a nice change of pace. Hopefully the police will complete their investigation. Alright, let's go there. Why, if it isn't my nice loyal friends again! Thanks again for lowering that school banner for us earlier. Don't mention it. Helping those in need is what my brand of justice is all about. Right. So this art room was where the murder actually occurred? That's right. You can't see it with the naked eye, but there's blood on the floor. Area roped off in the middle of the room marks the spot. Police investigation is done, so if you want to look around, knock yourselves out. Gee, thanks. Find anything new, Detective Fulbright? Good question. Unfortunately, the answer is nothing much yet. He sure is confident having found nothing. But if we're talking outside of the art room, there's been a major breakthrough. Oh dear. Once I found out what that is, I don't know what I should do. No need for the theatrics I was told I could fill you in on this one. Wow. Saw right through me, Detective. I'm impressed. Looking to get arrested for murder via unwanted flattery, are we? So, what's the major breakthrough you mentioned? You want to know? You really want to know? You really... Come on, just tell us already. Oh, fun. Hey, Boo, we got the result of the voice print analysis back. Voice print? You mean for this tape recorder? Exactly. The voice belongs to the suspect, Miss Woods, beyond a shadow of a doubt. See right here? They analyzed the voice on the tape inside out. And you thought the voice of the tape was saying Hugh O'Connor. Oh, thanks for the good laugh, Miss Sykes. It's the last person I want laughing at me. So now there's evidence of Juniper shouting, "You're O'Connor," around the time of death. If we were to take this as truth, how are we supposed to make sense of it? It's probably part of the script for the mock trial. I don't know, I can't think of any reason why Jean would shout that in the first place. Testing is underway regarding signs of post-recording editing. The tape has about 10 minutes, 35 seconds of noise requiring further testing. Interesting. A perfect match, huh? Wonder if that's some bullshit. Ooh, wait, hello. Use. Mock trial script on the floor, nearby an envelope marked use. Wonder if Miriam's script was ever really inside that envelope. Let's see. By Miriam Scuttlebutt. It has Rouge et Noir, Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. I wouldn't take part in that mock trial, she begged me. It says there are special rules allowing the payment of bribes while court is adjourned. Maybe you can bring on up to $3 worth of fabricated evidence and all of those. Open the darkest mock trial. darkest mock trial ever, where the end justifies the means. The prosecution claims this is the script that was supposed to have been used. But the scripts were selected by Professor Court. Considering how much she valued the truth, I seriously doubt she'd pick a script out of Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. Wow, is that title memorized already? Yeah. What's going on here? It's gone. Look at that strange statue in the school camera photo. You mean Lady Justice in strange form? You're right. I wonder where it is. Robin's a member of the Fine Arts Club. Maybe she could shed some light on this? There's that wench. Wires on a winch. So this is how they roll the banners in and out. It's a nice view of the stage from here. Prosecutor Gavin is still standing in front of that broken statue. So it really wasn't you, Apollo? Don't worry, you can tell me. I won't tell anyone. Nah, I'll never put my nail unless we catch the real culprit. Oh, we should probably examine the clock. Pretty sure the girl wearing a flower hat. The artist's name in it. R. Newman. Wow, Robin must have painted this. Is it Juniper? Clothes are different, but... Oh look! This piece of paper stuck to the back. Let's see what it says. Completely lacks Professor Court's artistry. Must keep practicing. Robin. Huh. I think this is plenty good myself. Wonder what it would look like if it was Professor Court. If Professor Court had painted Juniper. I bet it would have been really artistic looking. Right. This is very important to look at. The clock that created the major problem of Junie. Take a closer look. Don't waste your time. I've checked it. It's 100% accurate. You sure? How'd you check it? Of course I'm sure. I compared it to my own watch, see? Set the Fulbright. Didn't you notice that your watch has stopped? Aha. Ooh, this is unacceptable. We obviously can't rely on them. Let's take a look for ourselves. Let's see. Wait a second. It's ahead by 1 whole hour. Well, detective? But... The clock must have been an hour ahead when this photo was taken. If so, that would fit perfectly with Junie's testimony. Prosecutor Blackwell won't like this. Almost feel sorry for the detective. Almost. You can at least pretend to feel sorry by wiping that big grin off your face. Wait just a minute. The clock is in our head right now, sure. But what proof do you have that it was running ahead on the day of the crime? That's a good question. Wait, I think I just might have something. Detective Fulbright, you would agree that there's a moon outside this window, right? Sure, a nice crescent one, like something out of a picture book. But if you look at that window in the back with the winch attached to it, you'll see that the only view to be had is the opposite side of the school building. Oof. What's this moon doing here? I wonder. Oh, thank God we're finally pointing this up. Isn't this the same as the one painted on the stage backdrop? The proof's right here, detective. This shows it was 6 p.m. when the photo was taken.
Take that!
Pretty obvious. I know what this moon really is. If you look at this photo, you'll know too. This shows where that moon in the photo came from and the truth of Junie's testimony. Where does it show that? If you look right here, it'll all become crystal clear. Right here, dude. They're still prepping the stage, so its backdrop wasn't in place yet. The photo shows them in the process of moving the backdrop into position. I can see that. That's the big board hanging here. The size matches too. But there's no picture. That's a crucial detail. It is, but I believe what we're seeing in this photo is the back of the board. The back of the... That's right. And at around 6 p.m. when this was taken, a photo of that same board was being taken from the front. What do you mean the front? The front is against the wall. That's where you're wrong. What about the window? Remember how we said the moon shouldn't even exist in this photo? Take a good look. Are you suggesting the moon is the one in the backdrop? Exactly. In short, this photo was taken while the backdrop was being moved. And as you can see here, it was around 6 when the backdrop was being set in place. So the art room clock was running fast, at least as far back as the day of the murder. Oh, how could I ever face Professor Bracco now? Yes, I just blew a big hole in the piece of prosecution evidence. Nice job. Guilty. Hey, look, that's you on this mobile, Paula. A red demon. Red demon. It's more like a snake crawled around a brush to me. No, see the antenna in the yellow spots on the back. Anyone sees a ladybug. Guess we'll have to agree to disagree. Fine. We can investigate that at a later date. Agreed? Okay, let's do that. You okay with that, Athena? I really regret bringing this up. Okay, what else am I supposed to be looking at here? Mock trial script. See, there's a whole bunch of them here. Let's see, looks like everyone from the judge course submitted one. Okay. So she spent a lot of time here and kept the scripts here, I guess? Okay. Sorry, I'm not reading this out loud. Hey, this area with a rope around it. That's where we detected a large bloodstain. In short, the victim was stabbed here, or somewhere close by. The fact that there's no visible blood means it was wiped out with something, right? Right, but we were able to detect trace amounts of blood. Merely wiping it up does not remove all evidence of wrongdoing, and that, in a nutshell, is justice, right? Oh, I'd appreciate if you let me have the cool lines. Good face. Alright, I suppose we should look at this. A picture of a girl in a floral hat. That's the artist's name. C. Court. Wow, Professor Court must have painted this. So is this what they consider art? I really don't get it. I swear I've seen this girl before. Hair of fragility about her and those pretty inducing eyes. Who is this again? Her name's on the tip of my tongue. Juniper? Kind of looks like there's a prosecutor's badge at the top of this statue. Oh yeah, I guess there does. So if you look real close, it's another strange, difficult to understand work of art. It has a title. Guilty, Guilty, Guilty. Go creative. Art. It is too abstract to understand, or is it as subtle as a sledgehammer? Yep. This bunch of pottery. Looks like it's already been fired. I bet Robin made it. But it won't last long. Yeah, that's true. She does keep breaking everything. It has color on it. It looks just like blood stains the way the glaze was dribbled on it. Just like blood stains. In justice we trust. That does look like blood stains. We better examine it at once. I get it. The victim was stabbed in the middle of the room where the big blood stain is, and then brought over here, at which point some of her blood dripped onto these pieces. That means the body very well could have been dropped from this window. In the mock trial script, the body was dropped onto a mat. Then a ball cart was used to move it over to the stage. I don't think that's how this one worked, though. I feel like they wrapped the body up and then used the winch to send it out the window. The maintenance area is below this room, and the storehouse there is a mat and a ball cart. So, even the moving of the body was carried out just like in the script. Killer sure had a thing for Juni's script. Well, what did you expect? That's why we suspected the defendant in the first place. Well, you're wrong. I want to prove it in court. Well, I think we've examined pretty much everything we can. By the way, did Prosecutor Blackwell happen to tell you anything about tomorrow's trial? In justice we trust. No use trying to pry more information out of me. Having just learned that the clock had been 1 hour fast. It means we're back to square one concerning the suspect's actions that day. Wonder what the main argument will be about now. How the body was moved would be my first guess. But Prosecutor Blackwell's got his own plans. No, does he now? Detective Fulbright. Try as you might, I won't say another word about the investigation. No, I wasn't going to ask about that. I was just wondering if you'd seen Robin. Oh, you mean Miss Robin Newman? She was just here a moment ago. She mumbled something about watching videos in the lecture hall. Video? What video? Thanks, Detective. Athena, I think we should stop by the lecture hall. Right, let's go. Okay, fine. one more look. See the other half of the building over there and the quad on the stage down below. Okay. I'm just looking, like, does it make sense for us to look at any of these things? Three busts on a shelf, judge, defendant, and a lawyer or prosecutor. Okay. The bummed out looking was the defendant. Yeah. What video do you think she's watching? Mock trial recording maybe or something? There she is. Robin. Hey, Robin. Oh, Athena. Apollo. What are you watching there? Oh, it just so happens to be a video of the mock trial. Had to use a bit of coercion to get it, but the ends justified the means, right? There it is again. Professor Means sure has a lot of influence around here. Care to look into the true connection between the murder and the mock trial with me? Sounds great, but do you mind if we ask you some questions first? Sure. I'll tell you anything you W-A-N-T. I prefer Robin as a girl being slightly obnoxious than her screaming all the time, as far as like reading her lines go, you know? About your confession today. Why'd you do it? Because Juniper hasn't done anything wrong. Had to stop the trial by any means possible. Right. The end justifies the means. So you're a follower of Professor Means too? Professor Means is a wonderful teacher, as would Professor Court. I like them B-O-T-H. Should brush that one off like a pro. With that solid justice, you're on the risk of breaking the law. Well, I'm prepared to quit school because of this case. What? Why? I'm gonna be an artist. That's what I really want, man. But no, my parents forced me to study to become a prosecutor. But if the trial went south, you had to drop out and give up being a prosecutor. That's what you're really after, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Talk about someone who literally changes at the bat of an eyelash. Guess she's been dealing with her own problems too. That makes sense. Yeah, I suppose so, but that doesn't make what she did right. Okay, well, we know what she did on the day of the crime. She was helping set up the backdrops and all that stuff. Could you tell us about what you were doing on the night of the murder? Finishing a statue on the stage until the last bell. That's right, you made the statue of Mr. Wright and Prosecutor Gavin, didn't you? Yes, I did, both of them. It's just a formality, but can you prove you were making the statues at that time? Can I prove it? You think I'm the killer now? No, that's not what I meant. Both Hugh and Robin were still at school after 7, but neither of them can prove exactly what they were doing. Could one of them really have murdered Professor Court? No. I'll get the statue again. I'm sure the two of them will be delighted. Could totally do that. And this time, you can make them even more realistic by making full body modes on my models. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Measurements are for wimps. Full on YOLO is what art's all about. Yeah. Measure 0, cut 3 times. Okay. There's some part of her that really wants to see how this plays out. Right. Ooh, Lady Justice. That's so C-U-T-E. You think this is cute? Yeah, totally. Bounce of the scales, the keenness of the sword, the cracks running all the way up. That last one's only because I put it back together. Oh, I totally know what you mean. It's that feeling you get when something is so cute you want to smash it to bits. R-I-G-H-T. Real. Sorry, but that sounds more like a case of the crazy than a fondness for the cute. Have there been any problems now that everyone here knows you're a girl? No worries there. Discussed the matter with Professor Court some time ago. I told her I wanted to let everyone know I was really a girl. And just today I found out that she spoke with the school administration on my behalf. Wow, they must really like you. I know, right? But now I can finally be myself here at school. I don't have to hide the fact that I love girly clothes. That's why, Athena, I simply must have this, and this, by any means possible. What? But this is evidence we need for the trial. Sorry, but no can do. Oh, don't be a party pooper, Athena. Come on, please. Pretty please. Stage costume really evidence taken in the classic and justifies the mean style. Darn it. Anyway, thank you again, Athena. Thank you for revealing who I really am. I wanted everyone to know before the snitch found out. The snitch? Sounds like a new lead. There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. I hear they're watching everything we do, our activities, our relationships, our interests, and reporting it all to one of the professors. But why would anyone do that? Because they live in a box. Officially, I heard it's to seek out misconduct among the student body. But rumor has it grades were being bought and sold through the surveillance network. That's bribery. The situation at the Legal Academy is worse than I thought. Well, all this is important stuff. I still really want to ask about that thing in the art room. I had to present some evidence to show what I'm talking about, though. Thing in the art room. The banner? Or this? Robin, I just remembered something I wanted to ask you. This photo shows a piece of art on the table. Do you know what it is? What? Whoa! Look at that unique artistic sense. That has to be one of Professor Court's creations, man! Professor Court's artistic sense? Is it that she loves cubism? Professor Court's artistic sense. That's a tough one. I'd say it's avant-garde and very eclectic. In other words, it's weird and all over the place. Come to think of it, that strange-looking painting in the art room was one of Professor Court's works, wasn't it? The statue in that photo was originally a statue of Lady Justice. Lady Justice? Professor Court had planned on placing it at the judge's bench in the lecture hall. But the day before the mock trial, it broke while she was polishing it. She said she'd take it back to the art room and try to fix it somehow. So, this is the statue in its proper state? You bet! Just look at that wow silhouette. Wow, it's so C-U-T-E. I don't get it. Do you have to be an artist to appreciate stuff like this? Athena, the Lady Justice that you put back together on that stage. Oh, right! I didn't realize before because it was in pieces, but before it was smashed, maybe it didn't look like Lady Justice, but more like it does in the photo. What in the world was it doing on the stage? The jagged wounds, I wonder if they're from that somehow. Well, I think that about covers it. What if the statue fell over and impaled Justice Constant Court, and it was an accident that she died that way, and like Hugh, Robin, and Juniper saw it happen and then tried to cover it up for some reason? How about watching the mock trial video with me? What do you say? Sure, sounds good to me. How do you want to watch it? All classroom desks at the school have their own built-in computer, you know? Wow, this is definitely a lot cushier than I thought. I know you guys are in a hurry, so I'll just fast forward to the important parts. Let's start with the professor's pre-trial speech.
afternoon. I just stopped by thank you for coming here today.
That sounds like Professor Means.
The mock trial, the crown jewel event at the school festival, will begin shortly.
Is the camera like this the whole time?
Yeah, it's in a fixed position in front of the stage. When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come.
How come teacher speeches always make me so sleepy?
Let's just skip to the end of the speech.
Oh, there's Juniper.
Now let the mock trial begin.
Hey, what's the deal here? Why is Junie so large in this shot? Looks to me like she got right in front of the camera. Oh, okay. Juniper was also in charge of the audio. Even though she was already playing a part in the mock trial, even though she was already playing a part in the mock trial itself, she had to do it to keep the script details secret. She was all over the place that day. When she wasn't in the trial, she was in the audio control room dealing with the music. Oh, so this is what the lecture hall looks like. Look, it looks like there's a judge bench behind. There's a judge bench back. Wow. Words. There's a judge's bench back by the screen and a witness stand up front. What about those backgrounds with the professor's names on them? Those are the faculty seats. Professor Means and Professor Court were in charge of scoring the mock trial. Okay. Let's fast forward this bit. That's why the defendant is definitely guilty. Oh, that was me. Could you tell? Object. Excuse me. A failed co-ed used their bare hands to stab a professor with an arrow. I don't think so. You read that line in the mock trial, Paula, but you made it sound kind of weird. Cut me some slack. It was my first time reading that script. I think Juniper's going to speak next. I didn't do it. I'd suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it. Wow, what an emotional performance. Put a real actress to shame. Wait, could you go back and play that scene again? You really think that's necessary? I didn't do it. Suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it. Yeah. Yep. I wonder if they they scrubbed the audio to create that from this. I don't follow. What are you guys so excited about? I think this piece of evidence should explain it.
Take that!
I'm sure you remember this. It contains a female voice shouting a violent threat. Play it for you. The voice and performance do sound similar, but I can't believe this is happening. It's just a possibility. But if the voice on this tape is really a recording, one made from the mock trial video, then that means this evidence is fabricated. They didn't get to do a voice print analysis at the court today. That's why the gender of the voice became so important. If the real killer had foreseen that gender would be key in today's trial, he would have tried to deflect attention away from himself by making the suspect female. So basically, the only one something to gain from doing this is our sole male suspect. Wait a second. No! No way! Professor Means' credo is the ends justify the means. So it makes perfect sense that a student who took those words to heart would fabricate evidence. We need to get that tape analyzed as soon as possible. Allow me to assist you with that. Oh, hi. Prosecutor Gavin! Make some noise so we know you're there. It's a go big or go home with Rockstar entrances for a long timing is everything. Let me make a copy of that tape right now. I'll get you the results as soon as I can. I trust that'd be alright? Very much so. Thanks. Well, Athena, it's almost sundown. Isn't it about time we head over to the detention center? I think Junie will agree that this is something that could prove her innocence, but would her heart really be open to accepting it? She had to know this was what I'd find. And that covers the main gist of our investigation.
I see. Very interesting. Been quite the busy beaver today.
Thank you for your hard work, Athena. My time's about up. It's getting dark soon, so... Junie! You must be tired of being on your feet all day. You should go home and... No, wait! You have to listen to me. I don't want to hear anymore. I know what you're going to say, Athena. Junie, you promised. Please just listen to what I have to say. Once you've heard me out, I'll let you decide what to do. The voice in this recording has been proven to be yours, Junie. In the mock trial video, we can hear you reading your line from the script. We're having both of them analyzed now, but from what I can tell, the voices are the same. And the only one who'd benefit faking the voice recording would be Hugh. But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, Hugh confessed in order to protect me. This may sound strange, but his confession is a ploy to make himself look less suspicious. In other words, he was just pretending to protect you. Besides, his confession came after you and Robin had already confessed. If he hadn't confessed right then as well, wouldn't that have seemed a little suspicious? Say what you will, Athena, but none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. He was a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble. Wait, Athena. My bracelet reacted just now. It did, but why? Junie, can you look me in the eye and repeat what you just said? Oh, none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. He was a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble. Now I'm sure of it. She's lying. Let's go for the eyes first, maybe. Like, maybe if we get shifty. Yeah, that's probably gonna be your hand, maybe. Okay, so not that. Where's her hand? I can't go lower. I mean, is there something with her hand, maybe? I assume that it's going to be the never causes trouble part. Listen again. What else can I look for exactly? Really? Nothing? Maybe like breathing? Like her chest? Does her chest like go up and down? Like, does she start breathing heavily? Wait, what? What the? What? Why is her tie wiggling? Oh, she's coughing. Juniper, you start coughing when you're under stress. You can't hide it from me no matter how hard you try. When you said, "and never causes trouble," a cough escaped and made your scarf flutter. That's why you were stressed. It's because you were lying. Junie, you're trying to hide Hugh's connection to this case, aren't you? And I believe that also ties into a secret about yourself. Secret? About me? I don't understand. Doesn't care about her anymore. Yep, all sunshines and rainbows. He ended their friendship after he found out about Junie's secret, which means Hugh must have felt betrayed by Junie, making her an accomplice, a snitch. Maybe this is the snitch? Maybe the snitch is a red herring from before. Maybe it's not actually Miriam. She is the student council president. You were Professor Court's snitch, weren't you? Watching everything people do, activities, relationships, interests. You're reporting it all to one of the professors. While fulfilling that role, you learn something about Hugh you'd rather forget. I don't know what you're talking about. Junie, please, stop hiding things from me. You're having to force things out of you like this. Looks like we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's the 120 thing.
Take that!
Relieved to see you're coming around. See, I wasn't trying to hide anything. Juniper's one cool customer, Athena. Oh, okay. Whatever you show me won't change the fact that I've already told you all I know. Proves Junie's the snitch. Where's Prince? I mean, her being close to what's her face doesn't really matter, does it? That report yesterday.
Take that!
Right here in Professor Court's planner, it says routine report. I believe this is meant to mean when the snitch would report into Professor Court. I also believe Professor Court planned to meet Hugh in private based on the snitch's info. And from their meeting, Hugh must put 2 and 2 together and figured out your secret. So you see, it all makes sense only if you're the snitch, Junie. Give me, Tina. I've been lying to you this whole time. The truth is, I suspected Hugh from the start. You did? Now this is surprising. I'm so sorry. I've talked about friendship so much, but I've been a terrible friend. Juniper, I don't have that special kind of hearing that Athena does, but I don't need to sense the pain you're feeling inside. Its intensity is directly proportional to how you feel about your friend. Am I right? Paul, please, Junie, tell me why you suspected Hugh. I have a feeling that'll be the key to getting to the bottom of this whole case. What exactly was your role as class snitch? Professor Court had told me how Academy alumni had strayed from the path of justice. The dark age of the law, huh? She didn't want any more of our students going astray like that. But few others at the Academy shared her view. Isn't this guy right here?
But her ideas were beautiful, though sad and unrealistic.
She asked you to be her eyes and ears, didn't she? I used to report to her once a month about any wrongdoings I'd seen or heard about. And that report session is in her planner. One from October 22nd. Was a part of that? Yes, that's when I reported Hugh to Professor Court. She snitched on her own friend? Had accidentally overheard Hugh talking.
What did you hear?
He was talking to someone on the phone. It was one of his parents. What were they talking about? Some anything about having paid money for good test scores. I only ever heard him talking, so I never did find out who the money was going to. What? It's bribery! He was buying his way through school? If that's the case, that evidence that always seemed out of place might actually be out of secret.
Take that!
We found this while we were investigating the stage. It's got Hugh's name on it. I didn't know what the number meant at the time, but now that I'm hearing about bribes, must mean that a bribe of 120 grand must be paid after. Okay, that's a jump. But okay. What's more, take a look at this mark. That same mark is on the page of Professor Court's planner. Hey, you're right. But wait. But why would Professor Court have that kind of information in her planner? I don't really think the person who was taking the bribe money was... It's just a possibility at this point. But it may indeed have been Professor Court. It was probably Professor Means. They probably all have planners like that.
It's impossible. She'd be the last person I've ever suspected of accepting bribes.
Like I said, just a possibility, but a rather good one. Maybe their private talk had to do with the possibility of the bribery being exposed. What started out as a little argument soon got out of hand. It's not your fault, Junie. Anybody would have suspected you if they knew what you knew. No, I don't believe that alone would have driven him to murder. There's another reason why I suspected Hugh. You've got to be kidding me. It's another reason? I saw Hugh around 7 p.m. the day before the mock trial. Oh, so she's finally ready to talk about that. When I saw him, his... Athena. Junie, are you alright? Just try to relax and tell me what happened.
I never wanted to see what I did. But I'll have to live with it, won't I? In that hallway, Hugh's hands... His hands were dripping with blood.
His hands were dripping with blood. What? But why? What am I going to do? Deep down I know Hugh can't be the killer. But my mind keeps telling me he is, no matter how hard I try to convince myself he isn't. What am I going to do? Hugh. I can't take this anymore. Nina. So she hid the fact that she had seen Hugh and said she went home at 6 because she wanted to avoid talking about what she saw. Junie. It must have been terrible holding all that in. It's gonna be okay. I'll get to the bottom of this. And that's my promise from one good friend to another. I'll be defending Juniper tomorrow. It's okay with you, Professor Means.
My main concern is whether you can defeat that prosecutor. But I won't try to stop you. Be watching from the gallery. Shall look forward to seeing what sort of results your methods can produce. Good luck tomorrow. Now if you would excuse me.
Dina, I'm sorry. I really mean it. Wish I had trusted you from the start. You have to uncover the truth tomorrow. I know you can do it.
Don't worry. We already know that the prosecution's key piece of evidence is a fake. And thanks to you, we figured out the motive, too.
Let's give this our best shot, Athena. But tomorrow will be the day Juniper walks free. I wouldn't have it any other way. She'll be ready now. What could possibly go wrong this time? I don't know, maybe somehow the evidence isn't fake? Still, there's this strange uneasy feeling I can't shake. Better be imagining it. Alright. Progress saved. It is now past midnight for me though, so we're gonna call it here. But, you know, you basically got 2 streams in one. So congratulations on that. Normally I would have stopped it between things. Interesting. Oh boy, that one will be fun, I'm sure. What is this? Pirate. Sorry, I like looking at these. They're all very, very silly. It's a good look for her. I like her double one more though. Alright. Very good. We'll end it here for now. But thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the usual voicing shenanigans. I'm very happy that Robin will maybe not shout nearly as much. Because, boy, I don't like being loud. But anyway, I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Or night. Whatever time it is wherever you are. And I'll catch you tomorrow, probably. So, thank you everyone for, any follows and hanging out and chatting and such.